we're on. So.
Okay.
You're recording this
Have
too?
you guys been able to hear my microwave going off?
Unless you don't want me to.
No, it's cool. Just surprise.
Wait, before you start,
I'll let you test things in the recording.
were you able to hear my microwave?
I didn't yet.
No.
Good. Then it won't be on the recording. That was what I wanted to check.
We'll just immortalize the fact that you're making dinner while trying to play the game. Don't worry.
I've already made and eaten dinner. This is an after-dinner snack because I ate dinner at like 4:30. I'm now making
apologies.
Man, we're getting attacked.
This is popcorn and hot. Oh shit! I don't know if that mug is microwave safe.
Fire, brimstone,
Thus
inferno.
ends live.
Just
no, we're good.
Disconnect.
2 seconds in, we're good.
All right. So, as a reminder, the premise for this one shot is that you all, most of which are remnants of the party from the Forge Fire Chronicles, which I don't know if you all ever had a name. Was it the? I know the Warlag was the name of your ship, and that's about as close as I got to finding out a group.
Kraken Guard, but they rarely used it.
That is it. So the Kraken Guard, you all were, as per the epilogue session, you all had scattered from the group, and one day, while you're in your first year-ish, Skolo, you were about 2 stories tall at this point. You all each receive a letter from a small frog with a little satchel on his side and a little newsies cap. Look up and go, "Hey, I've got a letter I'm supposed to deliver to you. Your eyes only." And produces a letter.
A hand touches the beacon.
Nevaeh threatens to beat the frog senseless.
You're unsure how this frog has found you in the inopportune moments. It is like, no matter where you were, this frog has found you. If you were in the middle of the ocean, there's a small rowboat, and this frog has found you with this letter. If you're on the highest mountain of the world, he's there in hiking boots with climbing sticks.
Nevaeh is not unsure. Somehow the frogs always find her. She's built to suffer.
As you all open it, inside is a letter written by one Jace Whitleaf and a small metal ornament, which, after skimming through the letter, you all find out that this is the last stand protocol sent out after communication is lost with Jace and his tower, Whitleaf Tower, a new construction where the remnants of Havenwood were. If you've received this letter, it means that something has gone horribly wrong, and Jace was not able to trigger a specific kind of lockdown, and so the last call is sending out letters to you all to come and figure out what happened. Like I said, in the box there is a small metal ornament, and it is said that you all should meet up with a local Galg tribe near near Havenwood. Damn. Brick. As part of these protocols, in the instance that if all the party were suddenly killed and needed to find somebody, there's one letter that the Galg were instructed just find somebody who looks like they can deal with problems. And while you're walking and doing your day's errands, a small frog person corners you and extends a letter and goes, "Hey, I've been looking for you. Got a letter we're supposed to deliver. Your eyes only."
You fucking fiend.
I hate it.
Okay.
He gives it to you, then immediately just waddle out. You just step out kind of quickly behind him. Never seen again.
My baby boy.
Waddle.
Till the very next day.
I mean, it's full wet feet too. Just
What the fuck just happened?
You're unsure. As you open it, there is the letter as described to the others. This one, however, introduces who Jace Whitleaf and the other people were / are, and says that you have a part of a vital mechanism. If you fail to show up, you will likely be hunted by other safety mechanisms. But if you do show up, there's likely to be a good reward if you manage to fix it. There's a little smiley face emoji, or the equivalent, at the end of the note.
A drawing?
Yeah. It's not a very good... It barely counts as a drawing. It was done by Jace.
I'm so proud.
Shut up, Skolo.
Let him be big.
I will fucking not. So, you all
No
have
true
all gathered
stories.
into Havenwood,
Get-
which I forgot to get the world map. But if you recall, Havenwood is situated at the base of a large volcano, and oh god, form into one.
Power Rangers.
I was thinking Voltron, but good enough.
Oh.
What are
I have the aura now.
Wonder
Hand it over.
Wonder pentuplets. Anyway, getting this back on track. You'll have met here in the ashy basin of what used to be called Havenwood. It was destroyed by the invasion of Nurgle demons, and the ground seems mostly recovered. You see a tower, which I'm going to do a quick drawing of, just much like the one in the intro. There is a jutting... Oh, I don't like the way that looks in pink. This was not a Slaneshi invasion.
Slanesh.
That looks like something else Slanesh would be using. But
I know.
Yeah.
And they waddled away.
There is the main tower. Good enough.
just the tip.
Yeah. 10 miles out, there are these large, arcing, almost looking like bone protrusions with these large runestones hovering. You all meet
Yeah, for
outside
both
of these
ends.
stones, and you meet a familiar Golg. I wouldn't quite call him friendly. Who, from the torso up, seems mostly normal, minus the one robotic eye he has, and from the waist down, it is a robotic tripod. You recognize this as Grok, the leader of the Golg, and somewhat warlock of Mortarion. But nonetheless, you all happen upon him, and he has a large, about 4 foot by 4 foot cube. Yes, thank you. Just... As you approach,
I'm walking
he
here.
sees the approach of his violent savior and his friends, turns and perks up and goes, "Friends, violent savior, nail!" And you turn and there are 8 Golg who are walking and standing around a table. Just immediately drop and start sending out
great,
praises
there's
to the
more
violent
of them.
savior. You see there seems to be an impromptu war camp set up here at the edge of the tower. And Grok proceeds to gesture to what would be the equivalent of a lieutenant, a trusted frog, to grab the box and bring it up to you all. As he gets close, he goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you again, Krakengard. I had been told long ago that this day may come. I was sent a letter in the middle of the night. It was hard to read, so I had to have someone translate it. But they said that this box was sent by the violent savior, and one day he would call upon us, and if we had lost it, then we should be forsaken by him, and we would be forever damned. So we come to restore this to you from your prophet before." Standing there, you see I believe the party's already met Gruk, right?
Yep.
Was that one of Bryn's followers that was literally following us?
Yeah, Grok was the only one that survived, and then he became the fucking weird wizard sorcerer thing.
Gruk is the one holding the box. You all note on there in the engraving there is a symbol that Jace used for his heraldry on this so-called box from the violent savior.
Violent savior, there's a great amount of magic in this box. Here, take it.
There is a single keyhole, and you all now
Take the
understand
box.
what these small metal mechanisms are for.
Take the box, violent savior.
Okay, he'll take the box.
Yeah, thank you.
So Spits there's spits at a penguin. And we don't have the key.
Well, the small metal mechanisms that were given to you in your letters, after a quick examination, you realize that they interlock together to form a key.
Of course they do.
And the last part being in the possession of Gruk. You lock them all together, and would you like to open this box?
Yeah, let's open the box.
It's a large, sleek, black box. You put in the key and twist it. You hear the inner workings of gears and mechanism begin to turn as the
that
sides
sounds
slightly
about right.
open, and it decompresses. It opens the top of it, and inside you see basically just a Mayday kit, as best I can describe it. It is full of a lot of things to help you deal with whatever you were summoned for. Inside you find 2 gas masks, 7 colored lenses. You already have the master key that you just assembled. 3 antidotes, a chaos reader, sending stone, 1 of them, paired to the other paired one is unknown, a spell scroll of 2nd level, and a spell scroll of 3rd level. They are knock and plant growth respectively. I will put those in the chat now.
I already have like 6 gas masks.
Well, now you have 2 more.
Now we have more.
So,
The violent savior is always prepared. Yeah! I turn back to the other girl. Yeah!
Bryn, I'm going to destroy that thing.
Ah!
He's 20 level now.
By the way, as opposed to the other time you saw him, something's happened to Grug since last. He is no longer a large to medium creature. He is now small, but it seems like all that fat is just condensed. He's just a small fat frog.
Your small category?
So what is he, like, spherical now?
Damn near.
It's just like, Devaya, just wait until, at least wait until we save Jace.
I'm considering it.
I do not fear you. I will die in the name of the violent savior as many times as I have to.
And you will. Don't worry.
you all look over and you see
Vile
just a 10-mile
temptress.
track, and you'll kind of like saddle up your bags and get ready to walk, and Grok comes up and goes, "Wait, why? I should give you a rundown on what's happening." He points out, and you see what look like, at first, just kind of look like rubble and debris, but you realize there are frog carcasses littering this 10-mile radius around the tower.
Excellent, as it should be.
As there is a subterranean minefield stored here that they have tried to just brute force through, but it seems to be regenerative, and it keeps growing back explosive blooms that keep blowing up frogs.
That motherfucker really couldn't make anything easy for us, could he?
I only
These are only
I'm
the
still
ones
not
that
even sure why I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, who are you, by the way? Hi.
Hi ho.
I'm Brick. One of these little fellas showed up, gave me a letter, said come here or be hunted.
Obviously,
and that
you
I
were
might
chosen.
get paid, so
Oh, are you talking about our little messenger friend?
yeah.
Verps?
We don't know where he came from. He just showed up and said he had letters to deliver.
Yeah.
Great. That makes me feel so much better.
Wonderful.
He
Well,
said his name's
As I
What
don't
the fuck are
approve
you?
of the threat that brought you here,
I am a
I
frog.
am thankful that you're here to
He's
assist us.
an abomination is what he is.
We are the noble
Hello.
Gog, followers of the
Yeah.
violent savior.
Oh, hail the violent savior!
A
What up?
cacophony.
Who exactly is the violent
Ripples.
savior?
They point at all the frogs in the camp. Point to Bryn.
Skola's just rubbing his eyes.
You're the violent savior.
I've told you guys, we're cutting out the violent savior. I'm just Brent.
We are sorry. We are unworthy.
They are
Yes,
all like
now
weeping
perish.
and mourning. Yes. God, I wish. God, the Gog voice is too iconic to mimic.
It's just
Praise
Kermit.
be!
It's just Kermit.
Yay!
Everybody, go ahead and make me a perception check. Skolo, I'm sure you'll do great.
Leave that boy alone. He's trying.
21. There we go!
Finally!
Behold,
Birthday
the
of
power of the
shit.
sphere.
Skolo, you see the messenger frog on the outskirts of the field, and he did not respond when they were chanting to the violent savior, like every other frog. this is bizarre to you because it's almost well known that. Well done, Gruck. You also notice the heretic who's about to get stoned by his fellow frogs for not
See.
exalting.
That means Nevaeh also sees it.
Yeah.
First guess is that isn't actually a frog.
It's GURPS, the arch traitor. Burn him.
No, don't burn him. Why?
Eat him raw.
No.
As some of the frogs start to
We
move,
really should have wiped them all out a long time ago, honestly.
it's too late now. We have breeding camps around the world at this point.
I can take care of those easily.
Foxholes are vast and deep.
When one nest
And-
is squashed, 2 more will grow back.
Oh,
blink.
that's cute.
Can we get moving so we can get this job done and go back to not dealing with these creepy little fucks?
Of course,
That'd be
chosen
great.
one.
That would be the most
The
optimal.
messenger frog that you all had seen waddles towards you and goes, I saw you fuck, what was the voice I just did like 5 minutes ago?
The Southern Belle Grok voice.
Well, I say you've all got your letters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gruck, you're staring at him. He doesn't smell like a frog. He smells old.
Old. You
No.
smell like toad stunk. I walk up and I just lick him in the face.
What the fuck?
Different.
He tastes a lot like you do, Gruck.
The what little amount of facial hair starts whispering to me.
Yes. And you all see a dark purple flash in the eyes of this small messenger frog.
I hate it.
That's the one.
I fucking hate you.
He then bends down
Fuck
into a
up!
squat and does like an atomic leap into the atmosphere.
Veined legs for days.
What the fuck?
It was Merlin.
Best
Why
to
did
ignore
he
that
Show
geezer.
up as a frog. I would have received him a lot better if he hadn't shown up like a fucking frog.
Why is he wearing very baggy pants?
It's Merlin. Why do you think he would show up as anything else?
I am
Himself.
so absolutely confused.
Don't worry about it. This is an omen. This is a blessed venture.
Well, if you'd like to get started, we did finally find a way in after losing a good 150 gold to
We
the
called it the
minefield.
front door.
Well,
150 is not enough.
Agreed.
he walks you over, and there is a large pit full of vines and spine-covered roots that extends deep, dark, where there's no light. In theory, it reaches to the other side, but every time a frog touches a root, they get stabbed and explode, and then the vines get bigger. So
Yeah,
we've run out of people who are willing to go in.
I almost couldn't eat the remains.
I think you should tell them to keep doing it for the violent savior.
No.
Would you like to make a persuasion check to ask them to just brute force their numbers in?
Advantage
Yeah,
because I'm cheering them on.
The vines. You said the vines got bigger when they exploded.
Yeah, they would stab into the body and like quickly grow and then shoot out, and there'd be like 3 more for every one that hit them.
Yeah, so let's not do that because we don't want to cover our entrance into this place.
We almost inconvenienced the violent savior. Isle is lost.
Oh, I forgot the last half of the box.
What's in the box?
So, found in a second compartment that you all haven't checked. Totally. There's a 500 gold piece worth of, magical amber made from the resin in the pool that
Oh,
Jace
it's that
just-
shit that saved my girlfriend.
It's a basically just a poly component. Can be used for anything. You can break it into smaller pieces if you'd like. Just covers. It's like residuum. Covers 500 gold pieces of spell component.
Yep.
There's also 3 books. There's one called Of Vines and Flowers, which is a biology book.
Oh, hey. That might be helpful.
There is a book called Tinkering in You. It is a book on tinkers, tools, and machinations.
That's for Bryn.
Pyro, I hope you get the reference to that.
I'm sorry, I was thinking with the Violent Saviors here.
Fuck off!
And then the last book, it seems to be a personal journal called A Memoir of Whitleaf, Volume 7.
This asshole.
Wonder where the other
When
6
we find him, I'm gonna kick his ass.
He'd deserve it.
You seem very angry, vile temptress.
I will point out...
Keep calling me that, and you're not gonna see anything much longer.
I only see into the void.
As per your
No,
as part
see
of your
that,
instruction
keep
letter,
trying me.
when this lockdown starts, the most recent journal that Jace keeps is sent along with the box. And this is the most recent journal that Jace wrote before he lost contact with everyone. So, you all are going into a tunnel that goes down here.
God, he's making us read his diary. What the fuck?
Down where?
I
Oh.
can't read without blood.
Horace should be on that, shouldn't he? What the hell is he doing if he can't read?
Well, I can read, but I need like a smear of blood to just seep in.
What?
It helps with my...
Almost like
gonna
our
say
entire species is diseased and should be cold.
I was going to say something else.
You're immediately stopped by a member of your party grabbing you. There are almost invisible vines and protrusions that come off each of these vines, and when one is touched, the whole vine suddenly shifts and juts towards where it felt the movement, and they practically fill this chamber. There are very few spaces you can slip in through and not get touched. Skolo, you are starting to see an issue with your size.
Yes, fucking stabber vines.
The final object in the box.
Man, just started playing
It wasn't there a
DRG. You
minute
doing it like
ago.
this?
There's a small potion.
No.
This potion of reduce.
You're about to shrink my ass, you scum.
You're gonna make him be small?
It's labeled for Skolo and has a little heart written on it. The bottle was not there 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, Bryn will start reading the book to see if
Merlin!
this specific plant is in there somewhere.
Make me a nature check at advantage if you're using the Vines and Flowers book.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the broken heart symbol because you're killing me.
You see in the potion there's a small hair suspended in like a gelatin-like substance.
Small
Oh
hair.
no.
Ugh, even worse.
Oh
You open
no.
it up and it smells like... Yep, that's cottage cheese. That's a Merlin hair suspended in cottage cheese.
Why?
And you have to contemplate what you're going to drink. If you're going to drink it. It's not
Please
fresh
recall,
cheese.
everything... what mutated Gruck was a Merlin hair.
And me a Gog, they have enough blood.
You're gonna chase it with dog blood.
Eat it.
Just crack open a frog.
Who needs Skaven when the Gog take all the heat for him?
So, I'm assuming you drink this potion, Skolo.
Yeah.
You chew it down,
Ugh.
and
Connor.
Just straight swallow. Just no chewing. Just
Crunchy.
you have to really force it down.
fine. I'm the size of 2 stories. How big is this potion?
I dream
It's the
of
size
cheese.
for like it's like a small little tincture.
Well, then I could literally eat the glass too. I'm 2 stories tall.
And as you say you're
And
2
also
stories
a
tall, you are now a large-sized creature again.
Well, nothing but memories in this size.
Damn, Jace never really is gonna hear the end of this.
As you start
We're
to
each gonna have something different to just absolutely annoy him about forever.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope I get paid well for this.
I will.
You
Because
get paid in glory in this.
There for you. He seems
This
to
is-
think ahead.
If Jace
I am
doesn't
so
do
confused.
It, if Jace doesn't do it, I will make sure you are compensated fairly.
Thank you.
Paid in
so
the
with a
glory of
16
serving for the Gogian and.
with a
Also-
16,
also
you
gold.
recognize these are you skim through of Vines and Flowers and Jace's journal. These are a special growth crossbreed that he's made that basically were meant to reach underground and kind of just root for chaos bodies that have been stacked up from dead people, dig into them, and just decompose them to try and get rid of them. And the stabbing part is just kind of something they've naturally evolved. As the root system has stayed, it gives structure to the area, but it also will stab literally anything that goes subterranean.
Great.
They are also supposedly coated with they can secrete a poison, but none of you have touched one yet, so you don't know yet. Well, you know from the book.
We know because of the book.
Yeah, you don't have first-hand experience yet. I need everybody to make me dexterity checks to navigate
Can I
through
like
here.
light a torch and see if I can burn them a bit?
Sure, you can try and burn them. You light a
Say
torch.
dex
You
check?
see frog bodies lining the deeper down parts.
As it should be.
As you put the torch to one, the vine catches fire and stays burning.
Great.
It does not burn up, though. It is just on fire now.
Why?
Do the vines...
Skolo fucks around and uses
Wait.
inspiration on the fire.
Connor,
Mhm.
Connor,
Yes?
this is bad.
What?
This Navaya is level 5.
Did you not level her up?
I leveled her up in
Ever been level 5.
Torchfire.
Why is it level 5 then?
Did you ever import her before? Because if so, you'd have 2 Navaya Banes in your character vault.
I don't think so.
I would double check. Because you're definitely more than level 5 at the end of campaign.
I know. So I was looking for my spells, and I was like, what the fuck?
A small
How do
drop
you
of the reduction potion.
Threatens to homicide.
Hate it.
Or
it.
threatens
Hate it.
genocide is only level 5.
Go check your
I'm
character
going
vault.
to just
Like,
How do you
drown this thing in
character?
anticipation.
What was that?
How do you export a character?
Click the character vault and scroll down until you see Navaya. And you'll see a thing that says export to, and you'll click on the game you want to send it to.
Tools. Character vault. No, I need to get it from...
Oh, you never imported it from his game.
Ah, there it is. Import.
Yep.
God.
How do you even get into this game if you didn't import it before?
Don't worry about it.
Apparently, Navaya had been imported before.
Don't worry about it,
Did you do
apparently.
this, Pyro?
No, I don't want the
No, I did not do this.
Do you find it risible when I say the name? Biggest. Dickest.
Readable? When
Do you
I
find
say
it
the
risible?
name. Biggest. Dickus?
He has a
Okay.
wife. He has a wife, you know.
He has a wife, you know. So she's called.
Incontinentia.
Incontinentia.
Incontinentia buttocks.
Okay.
I should have used Hero's
What's the
Feast
power?
before we crawled in here.
There should be
Alright, guys. We're
Imported
sitting
now.
around
What
for
do
an
I do?
hour.
Okay, so
she's
it is in here
imported
now.
and exported. Now what?
I have her in the game.
There it is.
Yes, that is a
Right.
level 21. Let me just...
Everybody, we're
21.
hunkering down for an hour and eating. I have Hero's
Should be
Feast.
14 and 6.
Yep. It's a level 20 individual Pyro, not level 21. It's a level 20, comma 1,
Well, I didn't see the com when you were speaking it.
giving you...
Captain.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did the timer start yet?
Not yet. I'll tell you that happens when you get into the tower.
Panic. Okay. Thank you.
Alright,
Basically, because I know I have the blight spell. I was basically going to ask if the vines seem like they're coming from a specific point, or if they're all just like
They're
individuals.
all over, but blight will definitely help. But you all do have 10 miles of movement to go.
Which is why I was looking for something.
The skull, are you going to roll the 2d10?
Route.
Any
I thought
central
everyone
thing
rolled
would be
their
a
own
bit closer
2d10.
towards the end. These are all things that have split off from others.
I figured
Then
you'd all
I'll
roll
take-
your individual 2d10s, or do you want me to roll collective?
Roll the 1, that's what everybody gets.
Okay.
There you go. Everybody gets an additional 13 health as he spends 10 minutes with a... Do you have a gem-encrusted bowl worth 1,000 gold, I'm assuming?
Yes, I just...
Oh, that's on top of
Come on,
Max.
I got rid of it. Just now.
What does your hero's feast look like, Skolo?
As the only one who has ever cooked for me that I know is surface food is Boboline. Just stuff
Eh.
that Boboline has made.
Oh.
Just a bunch of breakfast sausage, falafel.
Boboline. His name is
Mirren.
Boboline.
Yeah, you can be wrong.
He's always going to be Boboline to Skolo. Maybe for different reasons than Smithtail, but...
Brick only knows him as Boboline when he's recounted. He doesn't know. Or it only is whatever they
Brick
tell him.
has no clue what the fuck's going on.
He seems like a nice guy.
He's still looking at wonder at the giant.
To be
Fucking
honest, I didn't
insect.
even notice that it had that. I just knew it gave us a bunch of buffs. Like, I read it when I got it, but I forgot what it did, but I knew it existed. So I just, it's like, yep, I'm going to use it because buffs.
Yeah, Hero's Feast is stacked.
Okay, well,
And we're also immune to poison now, so don't even bother with your vines, Connor.
It does say that.
Oh, ha ha ha! Woo! Fuck your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you remember when this happened to what's her name, right?
Nope.
Pyro. Are you still listening
They
to?
still have stabby functions,
Unexpectables?
so...
I know the episode you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on track.
Yeah.
I need everybody to make a dexterity check to navigate through the...
We were never on track, but yeah.
I know. I'm trying to rein us in there.
Check or save?
Check
check.
as you're navigating.
We get an extra 13 hit points.
Yep.
22. Ooh.
I stay
Sucks.
next to Bryn, goddammit.
Well, funnily enough, it has no effect on checks.
Blue.
Why
Oh,
is it still saying what the
you're right.
shit?
Please be careful.
I'll be damned.
Come here.
Well,
I don't care.
2 more.
I don't care.
Yeah,
That was a save.
It's the same exact thing for me.
Well, for some reason, it's only giving me a +1 to my dex, but I should have a 16. But it's going to
Lower it down to where the modifier actually changes, then put it back. It should fix it.
Okay. All right, because I know you used my last ASIs for that, so dexterity. Yeah, that's about right. I try and roll all the way.
By the way, fuck, I forget what it's called. There's a sorcerer-specific thing that raises their saves. I forget what it's called. It's like a blood vial, I think.
That's about right.
I remember that I needed to give you items. Yes, Bloodwell Vial. There you go. Dragged it into your inventory for you, Pyro.
Thank you.
Should be auto-calculating now. So,
God.
I gave you a +3. Also, make sure that it doesn't have any bonus effects on it, or it should have some. Just look up Bloodwell Vial. So, Bryn and Gruck, obviously you fail. Skolo, you save. Via, you save. Brick, you save. To those who failed,
Doesn't even aura.
these are not saves. These are checks.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong number. Whoop. You each take 10 damage as the vine stabs you. And while you're not poisoned and you don't feel the effects of a poison, there is still something inside you that's trying to grow.
Okay.
There is a seed, or spores rather, that have been injected into you. And while
Rather
Hero's
say
Feast
this
is
is getting
suppressing the
oddly
poison effect
sexual.
from it, who knows what might happen going forward if those aren't flushed from your body.
Yeah. So, if I had temporary HP, Does it still do that if that did go past my temp HP?
You'd subtract.
Temp HP and what you get from Hero's Feast are different. Hero's Feast specifically says it raises your max.
Yeah, no, but I have temp HP as well. That,
Yeah, that goes
Yeah,
to your
you
temp
can have
HP
temp
first.
HP on top of that.
You damage your temp HP first, Bryn.
Yeah.
So you take 10 off that, and then next round it regenerate.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Forge Aura. So you all are about a third of the way through, and
Are we all close enough? Right. So we all have that. Right. So hang
aura?
on.
Yes, you're all in the aura, but you haven't made any saves yet.
Oh, so
But we all
how
get
many temp
plus
hit
10.
points do we get because of that now?
Yeah.
11.
Thanks.
Thanks,
So-
Bryn.
I need to up the damage on that then.
Brick will
You
say,
already
thanks,
rolled it?
violent savior.
I know, not on that one, but going forward it's going to be worse.
Hi.
So I need another round of
Can't-
checks as you're navigating, crawling
Can't
low,
just
navigating.
change the damage.
I
Mm,
in running a level 21 shot, I think I'm allowed some liberties to keep things balanced.
Balanced.
Level 21 shots aren't meant to be balanced, you fool.
I know. It's just
I had a level 21 shot that was supposed to fight a super boss, and instead nothing happened because
Dang.
one of the characters ran away.
Oh, never mind.
He left.
Navia Brick.
What?
Dex checks to navigate.
Thanks. Oh
And Brick,
Another dex check?
as you're navigating. Alright, so everyone
Oh.
but Gruck.
no! Oh,
I am the puddle that waddles.
24 damage.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
die.
I'm just walking underneath the violent savior. It's like must be a lovely day for some weather.
Coincidentally, if we had 11 temporary hit points, that took away all the max health that I gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more length in this underground vine crawl.
Well, it
half
hasn't
the
ended in
point.
like 6 seconds, so they're back.
So do we? Yeah, we get him back
Yeah,
again.
you will.
Yeah. I love this subclass so much.
Stop it.
Don't worry, there's creatures in here that'll fuck with you.
I died.
Fuck.
Must be rust monsters around here.
One more. Gruck.
I can be a guy.
I am Hercules.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
fucking are.
The hell?
I phase
So,
into the
below 16, 21 damage. So, Bryn, this is the first time you aren't stabbed coming down here.
Wait, you said below 16?
Yeah, the DC is 16.
Damn.
Bummer.
Actually, you did say you wanted to possibly use Blight if you wanted to, Navia. This is the last third of the length. If you wanted to do Blight,
This is where there looks like something that looks like a center, like
the
a root.
roots are much thicker, and they you see some of the bigger ones going up to the ceiling. You're getting close to the base stem of it. If you wanted to hit Blight on one of these roots, you probably hit a lot of them.
Yeah, I do
like-
want to hit it where it hurts.
Okay, it's not a magical plant. It's just been crossbred and magically produced, so it fucking is obliterated. And I'm going,
Yay!
Fuck, does it not burn?
hang on. It's
It's
covered.
part water plant.
It's covered in a secretion that makes it burn slowly, like rubbing alcohol.
Ice plant.
Yeah.
There are plants that are pretty flame resistant.
Yep.
And
The
so
X-Men.
So
the
blighted
way
that
I'm
bitch.
justifying what you did, Navai, is I'm dropping the DC 3 points. So
Nice.
everybody saves.
Can I blade
Yay.
it?
13 beats it.
Oh.
So you all managed to not get stabbed by the 21 this time. Because
I like to
Navia,
think I've just been
Alright,
waddling
take that.
between the branches.
Actually, I'll use my blight, and Navia can keep hers.
okay.
Oh,
'cause you
thank
have less slots.
I do. You're correct.
So as you all step towards the end of this tunnel, you see there is a large vault door with a flashing red lights and a little keyhole in the middle. This is you see
I think
one
that's
really brave
pretty
frog
obvious
corpse.
where we need to go.
Very much like Fallout style. Big vault door, but itty bitty keyhole. Do you? I won't even try and make this a puzzle. You will have the master key.
We have the key.
What do we do? And
If
I
use
have
the
to
key,
throw a
though.
book at it.
Well,
We
looks
killed-
like we have to turn back. We have no clue.
Uh, as you turn the key, the lights start flashing yellow. The gate rolls open. You're able to take the key with you. And as you step inside, you feel the presence of, oh, the air in here is wrong. It's very wrong. As I'm now going to make you aware of the timer. You'll have 4 in-game hours to get to the top now that the quarantine has been broken before the tower self-destructs.
I'll be dead.
I did this first.
I know.
By
There
Jove, I
are
think-
6 major traps that are active and will make your lives much harder. It is up to the party of how many they want to try and disarm before they go to the final fight on the very top level. There is a wild magic actuator, sleeper vines, rust behemoth egg. Scratch that. I did not make the rust behemoth. It is a special egg of some sort. They are
Baby
Good.
Tarask.
noted. There is the Radiant Energy Magnetic Siphon, the REMS system. There's a chemical defense system, and there's one I'm going to keep secret. Just for
Let me
fun.
get that list down.
Yeah,
Oh, there you are. Yeah. You just kind of appeared.
Partial to the chaos, the wild magic actuator. I'm gonna
So-
touch it.
I would like to turn that shit off.
So while in here, you have a 25% chance anytime you cast a spell of first level or higher that it goes wild instead of doing your effect.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
that's
just my everyday.
Yours is 50, Gruck.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Oh
that.
no.
Okay, so we're basically in Iselcross. Got it.
Greg just starts glowing. I feel the warp overtaking me.
His little beard hairs are actually glowing like an aurora borealis just around there. Just high chaotic presence.
You keep fucking laughing like that, I'm gonna kill you.
If you can try.
You are welcome to smack him free action.
I feel like there's enough things in here that'll end up trying to kill us.
Well,
So those are
we'll
the
just
major
let
traps.
them kill him. He is the sacrificial lamb.
There are 6 levels. That I'll put the text out. Well,
Oh, we're definitely getting rid of the REMS. That has to go. It's going.
Oh yeah.
so there is a description on each of these inside of
But Rem's
Jace's
best girl.
journal as part of the emergency thing describing what they are. Which one would you like information on? Or just all of them?
All of them.
Specifically, I was looking for which one first, but I'll just go down the list.
Wild magic
Wild
actuator.
magic.
A lot of us are casters. Almost all of
Saturates
us
the
tonight.
field with an energy of wild magic, increasing the chances that they go wild. Wild magic sorcerers have their it's 25% for normal, and added on to wild magic sorcerers.
You should eat
ability.
that just so I have that effect.
So currently it's set at 25. When you all get to there, you will try normalizing the environment and reducing the chaos. There's Sleeper Vine. There is a cluster of these vines. If you all remember Jace's Night serum, or whatever it was called,
Yes.
they are vines that naturally produce that now that he's made, and they are wrapped all within the insides of the chamber,
There's another
and they have
star.
spread it in various forms to try and sedate anything in the tower. You may have to walk through an environment that is saturated with a sedative agent. There's the special egg. There's a menagerie that Jace keeps below his tower that are home to a few experiments. Some of them are selectively set to be released in the case of an incursion, so that they will kind of Godzilla and King Kong while Jace does whatever he wants. As per this lockdown, they have also been released. There's the secret one. There is no information on that one. It seems to have been crossed out or torn out. It's unreadable.
SCP containment Dice-aster.
The Radiant Energy Magnetic Siphon. It takes any of those who have radiant energy, either in spells or ability form, and literally magnetically binds them to like a pole and holds them there and drains the energy.
So it's the brain
Designed for an
magnet.
incursion of a hostile inquisition, this system is used to negate Paladin's bullshit.
Like that one Skyrim thing where you just sacrifice the person.
And then there's a chemical defense
Oh, the
system.
Boethia.
Oh, God. And then the chemical defense system. Lining the walls of the tree, or tower rather, there is a series of chemicals running up and down, and at any given time there is a system to secrete certain things at certain levels to try and ward off invaders. Those are all currently active at the moment, and you all are starting at the very bottom level as you enter in. Oh, hey, whoops. This is out of order.
Yay!
As you come in, you see a large swirling water pool below and some sort of sigil. You all.
Everyone, welcome to the boss room where you fought Broska's final Aeon.
Why
Is this really where this happened?
No.
Yes.
2 sets of grid?
Because there's.
As the DM? Yes.
Because it already had the grid, so I put the green one on so you can see which one is real.
But why wouldn't you just align it to the grid?
I've tried, doesn't work.
Just
It happens sometimes. You just
but just
can't get it to work.
I mean, you could just have no grid.
Or you could just make the map the size of the grid.
That takes a lot of effort and then it ends up usually being really big.
Just count the amount of grids there are. That's all you have to do.
No, because the image doesn't scale quite right.
Hold Alt.
I will say, in here, you all are aware that you're not alone. There's something in the darkness.
You said this is the first floor, right?
This is the very bottom level of the tower. You all appear to be in ruins older than what Jace has made, something that existed before the tower was made, and there are roots that have grown into it. You see the root caps like hanging in the air. So this is the very bottom. You'll go from here up into the tower, but there seems to be some sort of structure below here.
Okay, I think we can all agree that when we get Jace out of this, we're forcing him to go to therapy.
I'm also forcing him to dismantle that fucking radiant energy.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's that, but the reason that he needs, like, his insecurities, his fears and anxieties about all of this, like, he needs therapy for it. We can't solve that.
I was a sort of sage for my tribe before I left, so I can try my best.
Hey, teach the younglings how to flay their enemies, then they can listen to their thoughts.
No, we said no doing that. No,
I used to, oh god, the water!
Him with acid!
Is this it? Nope. Hang on. Moving something on the GM layer. Don't mind me. Don't
worry, guys. I will venture forward.
Go ahead.
In the name of the violent savior.
Well,
so as you all get to the top of the room, you see there seems to be some sort of lift system over here, and it is unpowered. Whatever this thing runs on, it's not on. I mean, you can go in, you open it with your key, you press the buttons, flip the switches, nothing's happening.
Oh, look, a door.
Is there anything that, like, looks like it might lead to the power source so we can figure out what needs to get adjusted so that it'll power on?
Make me an investigation check.
It's going to mutate so that he gets his wings and everything.
Why did I spawn that volcano?
Because I have infinite.
Why did you fall into that volcano?
Good question.
Oh, look, a thing. A shiny light.
Okay, 13.
Skull is floating about. Inspecting.
The light calms me.
So, with a 13, you're rooting around in here, and you see really old things. You see, like, old plate armor, skeletons of some sort of humanoid that has just been left here. It doesn't look like this place has been explored much by Jace, if at all. You see this elevator and the ends of the roots of this system, the root system under his tower. So you're not sure how much he's actually had a hand in doing this. Brick, if you'd like to make me a perception check since you're out on the big sigil plaza there. Okay. You hear a faint, low, guttural growl in the darkness. It does not feel good to be noticed by this. Those of you with magic can, or make me an Arcana check, if those who want to try and identify what the sigil in the room is.
I smell magic!
I'll be damned.
Okay. Okay.
The warp is
Gruff
overtaking
definitely
me!
has it. This is a very old form of making a portal to the plane of water. And this is... You stare for a second, and this whirlpool is going in the opposite direction than it's supposed to be. But you just
We're
kinda,
in the southern hemisphere.
Guys, I smell moist
instead
magic!
of
Can we
going,
play and how do we even know?
I smell moist magic.
instead of spiraling down, it's spiraling up. Like it's
Oh,
a geyser.
oh.
It's being filled, and you see the ends of root tips that have found their way into this infinite pool of water and are sucking it up with water. Or sucking up the water into the
Oh
roots.
no.
An infinite suck.
And now you're going, oh, that's how this giant plant tree tower gets its water when it's right next to a volcano.
Sucky, sucky from the plane of water.
No.
What is it?
That over there.
Would anyone else like to make a perception check inside the chamber?
I would like to smell where the dirty magic is coming from.
Sure. Wait, what chamber? Is the whole thing?
Yeah,
Or-
this
Oh,
this
see
room in here.
We ain't found
The floor is moisted.
God fucking damn
Navaya
it.
sees all. Navaya.
The-
You see a
the
pair.
power of expertise.
You see what looks to be like glowing red draconic eyes in the dark staring at you all. And there's a mass that moves in the shadow that's almost impossible to see as it's purely dark. But you can
Guys.
see the faintest bit of movement. And it is
Guys.
massive.
Guys, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I see massive shape moving, presumably attached to the massive red draconic eyes that I saw moving in the same
And as she
space.
points it out, you all are able to see these eyes. And they're just staring at you. And you start to see more eyes appearing around the room in this mass. You think it's moved its head, but no, they're still where you saw them. Now there's some here, and there's 3 here, and 5, and 7, and 2. It's wrong, the anatomy that's laid out here. It's off-putting.
Know yourself, you dirty mongrels!
Don't fucking.
So, more people to enter into my sanctum. I've been so lonely down here. It's good to have company.
Completely on accident, we are leaving immediately.
Why not stay? All the light in the room begins to grow dimmer.
Quick question.
Hey, I need that!
Large being. This is Navaya in character. Quick question, large being.
Yeah.
First of all, do you have preferred pronouns?
Not particularly. Any will do.
Fair enough. Is your domain this whole tower or just this room?
My domain is ruin. Fitting that I'm trapped in these ruins for now.
Tower. Okay, so the guy who's kind of been inhabiting the tower and doing stuff in the tower, with whom I'm sure you're not happy, he's kind of out of commission, missing. We're not entirely sure, but we're here to get him out.
I know
So-
what's happened. Would you like to find out?
Not from those lips.
Just
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
do got
there's
them
a
lips, though.
cost that I don't have the funds to pay.
Just come closer. I'll whisper it to you. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Yeah,
whisper.
no, that
Let's
seems
not
like
say we did.
The
Clearly,
darkness
you are
continu-
inferior because you cannot understand that we are on a mission of the utmost importance.
Don't know.
Silence.
Apologies, Dark One, but you'll have to go a little longer without any company because we're leaving.
Filthy mongrel.
The darkening in the room had paused while Nevaeh spoke, and now it's continuing as the figure says, "It won't be long now. All my chains are going to be broken. I'll have you in the end."
Good man.
Just don't antagonize it.
Instantly links blind fighting.
So, are you all continuing to the chamber? Or are you heading towards the elevator to try and figure out how to turn it on?
I'm still
I
yelling.
would like to head to the
exposition.
elevator to try and figure out how to turn it on.
Okay.
I'm still
Yeah,
saying
I'm
exposition.
gonna kind of just state because, like, it seems like I'm at least able to make somewhat, hopefully, polite conversation with the large being. I'm going to, especially if it says it hasn't had company in a while, be like, yeah, I'll come talk to you. We don't have to make any sort of exchanges other than conversation.
Yeah. Also, I forget. Do the traps, like those 6 traps, do they work on every floor?
Yes. They have main parts where you can go to shut them off, but they're basically active throughout the whole tower in various quantities.
Okay.
Less so here because you're kind of technically below the tower at the moment, but it's still kind of felt. You don't see anything with a 10 brick. You're rooting over things. You see a control panel that requires some sort of fuel source that you all don't have. You slam it shut and you're looking. Anyone else want to take a look around?
Sure.
Okay.
Should I make an investigation check
Investigation or perception.
or perception? Okay.
I would like to Tides of Chaos, the Violent Savior.
I
Does that
can't
give
actually
you
use
advantage?
any of the 9th level spells
Right.
I took with me.
Is
God.
Do you give it back?
Yeah.
All
So,
right,
wait.
let's roll.
Give it back.
Read the whole thing.
Before you can use it. Yeah, you haven't used it yet.
No, I'd
Yeah,
like to
but are
use
you
it.
going to give it back to him? If you give it back to him, he
I
has
have
to
to
roll
roll.
on the wild magic.
Sure, roll me a d10,000. I'll be happy to bust this out.
Yeah.
10,000?
So as you extend your hand, Gruck, to give him a 21, the warp is activated. 1759.
Starts glowing. The war blesses the Violent Savior.
And as you do so, oh god,
I'm leaving
oh
this
god, your
amphibian
skin's melting,
for
Gruck.
dead.
Your clothes are covered in acid. You all see that his skin is not melting. He just thinks it is.
He's just rolling on the ground.
All your clothes feel
Oh
as if
no! Our table!
I'm
Oh
going.
no, the creepy
Broken.
frog is dying. Oh no,
I'm
what shall
going.
we
Leave it
do?
for dead.
Ah!
Should I punt him into the water?
Yes!
Skull is gonna
Offer him
float
as a
over to him and
sacrifice
just
to the
pick him
creature.
up.
Offer him as a sacrifice to the creature!
So,
Gruck,
should I?
You're not actually afflicted by anything.
You-
Stop
you have
being
a-
dramatic.
You have a
Don't tell him
21.
that.
I have a 21. Okay, do I fight? What do I fight with a 21?
You see a service ladder that leads up.
Okay, let's climb this ladder then.
Come back. And as this thing just
We will
hisses at
later!
you start to see claws reaching up over the edges of here.
Bye, mongrel.
They're pulling stone bits down into the water and trying to claw their way up, as if it's impossibly heavy.
See you later!
You all climb up
Oh.
to the next level.
My savior, can you help me get this acid off of my body? My chubby, flabby body.
Sure.
Please.
Maybe you should leave it. We don't want the violent savior to burn himself on the acid.
Bryn will continually spray the bad frog spray on him.
It's an acid neutralizer.
Absolution. Thank you, Violent Savior. Your
I was about to say,
beneficence is always
water's
gracious.
not gonna make it worse.
It's not water. It's bad frog juice.
Piss. Which, funnily enough, would neutralize a light acid because it's slightly basic. Anyway, over here you see a large reactor of sorts. You seem to be in the lowest section that Jace has built on. This is labeled in the notes, including the map you were given, the portal engine room. As you're looking, you see a small, like, sliver of a portal being sustained, as well as mechanisms that like calibrate and tell it how to open. Those of you who've been with Jace recognize this fairly easily as a portal to the Infinite Foundry, from which he's drawing power. There also appears to be one light which is gone offline, causing the portal to almost collapse.
What's that?
Portal to his home.
It has the capability to open other ones if given proper coordination, but unfortunately does not appear to have any other implements.
Mind yourself, Toad.
It looks shiny. I'm sorry.
Touch it.
A lot of
you
things
die.
in here will look shiny. Most of them will end up killing you for it.
Let him touch.
I need a Constitution save from everyone with Bryn's aura as you come down here.
Whoa.
As you taste something in the air.
Does a 30 pass?
Just barely.
No.
Fuck you
Does
all.
a 34 pass?
Fuck you all.
28.
It's a 29.
No. 30 doesn't pass.
I want to give a fuck you.
30 just fails.
Denied.
So you all see in that little bit of water that surrounds the cave, there are a series of lilies with these blooms that produce sleeper vine in an airborne format. But you all are able to just, nope, not going to sleep. Staying awake, staying awake. The adrenaline high from
I know this. I helped him make this for Kurt.
Bryn is gonna put on a gas mask.
Okay, that'll give you advantage on these gas saves.
Savior,
I
I know I am not worthy, but do you have one such apparatus for my face?
I don't know if it.
Navaya and I should be the ones with gas masks, but that's gonna fit on my face.
In whatever container I am pressed into, sir.
Yeah. Bryn will give out the gas mask he has because he has six of them. Not even
Yay!
counting the one.
While wearing them, you have advantage on saves against airborne gas.
Nice.
So, if you all would like to approach this darkened sphere, there is a small puzzle.
Oh shit!
Puzzle.
Okay.
Puzzle.
Oh.
So,
Rules
in your
of magic.
box, there is a small crystal, this pink thing here, that fits into it fits into 4 of the school segments in the pattern you see. So it is currently set to evocation, enchantment, transmutation, and necromancy. You all are able to take this crystal out and reorient it. You all have in the book possibly some hints for it. What position would you like to leave it in?
I would look for hints first.
Okay.
That will take time, though.
That takes time.
I mean, God hints cost time. Just skimming through Jace's book for things doesn't as much.
Yeah, let's skip through the book then. Yeah.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I ain't doing that shit. Plus 0 be like.
This is us searching through the escape room for hints, not using up our hints from.
Not using the GM hits.
All right, I get it.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 18.
Not enough blood.
You know what? Fuck it. With all these rolls, I might as well roll the damn thing.
Come on, do it.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. Well, I mean, she rolled an 18. I'll be quiet.
Yourself to give him advantage.
Yeah, I mean, usually you would do advantage before the roll.
Well, the way it's worded means I basically bend existence. It's real weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, unless it says somewhere that says before it doesn't say that the thing it usually says. I think it's just pretty much I fuck with existence. So, do we try and let it ride with Nevaya's 18, or do we want to push for the 20?
I think let's just use the 18.
Let's use the 18. It's the D10,000. I'm scared.
Brick has yet to do it.
You come to find, Nevaya, that Jace has written that the emergency procedure seals off the connection to the Infinite Foundry in case anything might try and escape into it. And to re-enable the uplink, as 7 of the 8 pylons are still on to keep the link set, the 8th one, all 8 online are required to keep it open and stable. To get this 8th one back online, you have to set the crystal to be attuned to a certain configuration, obviously. And Jace has written in his notes that it is there are 4 separate hints that go along with it and all relate back to himself.
Everything
to
that
no
he
one's
uses.
surprise. So, the first hint is that one configuration is standard with all the portal pylons, and is the school that you would think would be used in opening a portal.
Okay.
Okay.
That's conjuration.
Mm-hmm.
The second is that the next school is one that Jace has used frequently throughout his adventures with the party and alone.
That's gonna be evocation. Gotta be.
That's good. No, that's good. That's gotta be transmutation.
Yeah.
The third one is Jace's favorite school of magic.
Oh shit!
Oh, that one might have been transmutation. I don't know.
Well, but then we have evocation and transmutation. As long as it fits into the actual configuration, it could work.
And the last one is a base rune used in most of his defense systems.
Well, that's Abbey Abjuration then.
So, keeping in mind that the crystals cannot move from the formation they're in, how do you want me to rotate it?
Wait.
Can it be flipped?
Hold on.
Yep.
The pink can't move,
They're
or
all
the
attached
stuff
to each
that's
other.
labeled
The pink.
can't move. The pink can't move.
Oh, no, sorry. The stuff around it isn't locked. The pink crystals can't be separated. They can only be rotated.
Okay. Yes.
some
Okay.
way or
I
another.
understand. That's what I thought.
I think this was
Okay.
the position I had it in was here.
So we know we need conjuration.
Okay. So tell me if you want to
So
want me
just-
to rotate it 1, 2, 3, or whatever.
Rotate it
Wait.
1 over. 1 tick over.
Up or
Right
down,
or left?
or left or right.
Left. So that this is here.
Yeah, 'cause-
Like this.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So that
He used illusion too.
Did he?
When Bryn first saw him, he was He was like,
It's true. He made
Has
That's
he-
himself
the
look
only
very
time I've ever
different.
seen him use illusion, though.
Yes, but think about it. I mean, honestly, process of elimination, I was just going to kind of do this. Also,
Mhm.
this is not the answer. Knowing Connor would not have made it look like this and have this be the correct answer.
It's meta.
Fair enough,
Bad.
Connor.
I'm not going to use psychology for this, but yeah,
Oh.
he used illusion.
By all means.
Abjuration is something that usually is a protection thing. Conjuration opens portals, and transmutation is something he used a lot.
By the way, if
I-
it's hard to see the drawing of it, if you're looking at your normal 8 cross here on the side, the thing is activated this way, down, down, down. That's how the key is active. If you're having
Yeah.
trouble seeing which one they point to.
Yeah. I was just saying the shapes looked wonky, and that would have bugged you if that were the correct answer, so you wouldn't have made it look like that to be the correct. My
Possibly.
guess is
Meta.
that you
Meta.
drew
Bad.
it. My guess is that you drew
Meta
it
bad.
in
Smited.
situation and then
Bryn,
moved.
smite.
I can't see
Whack
now.
her
The thing's
pee-pee.
on. The thing's
Fuck.
on.
Bryn,
True,
smite, and then fly into the ceiling.
Bryn, smack her pee-pee.
Bailiff,
Dong.
smack his PP.
So, what's the next?
Remember
what's
to
the
like
next
and
position you'd
subscribe.
like it to point?
The one it's in.
It does not change.
Fuck.
Sorry, I should have.
All right.
You were waiting for me to say something.
Take it 2 more times to where that long spindly one is an abjuration.
Okay. Did he use enchantment?
Ugh.
I think he
Maybe
might
Enchantment,
have.
divination.
So currently you have it set
He
to
wasn't really a
Abjuration,
diviner.
Transmutation, Divination, and Enchantment.
Listen, guys, I really think there has to be evocation. Think about.
What did
Wait
he
a
do
minute,
that was
I need to look
evocation?
up- Isn't Tasha's caustic brew evocation?
No.
Because it's damaged?
I think that one's transmutation, Liv.
I would double check. I'm pretty sure Tasha's Caustic is.
It's Evo. Tasha's
Even
caustic
then,
brew is
how
evocation.
often did he use it, though?
A lot.
If
Eh.
if you recall, Pyro,
Yeah.
Those of you who met Jace, make a history check, because I have said this actively as him.
That was like his little acid flask that
Mhm.
he used all the time.
It was his favorite spell.
Also,
That was
you just
battle-
make this super
that
pointy
helped.
one go into conjuration, and that should do it. Right?
Yeah. Try.
This
pointing
is
one.
something that Olivia remembers.
Yeah, I really don't remember the spells he used that often. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
remember Tasha's Caustic Brew because I remember being like, "What the fuck is that?"
And yes, Bryn, I said it. I don't know if you heard me earlier. You can flip the crystal if you need.
Oh, like flip it, like. So
Pointy one into con.
Mirror it.
Okay.
yeah, mirror it.
Yeah.
So it's currently set to conjuration, enchantment, evocation, and abjuration. Is that what you all think? Is that what you want to set it to?
Yes.
I guess.
Abjuration is defense. Evocation is an enchantment. Would be an artificer school.
Infusing
Yeah,
items.
Could you like put down the hints that you had in the thing again?
Well, I don't have to
I
because you all
wrote
have
them
gotten it.
down.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
I just wanted to be
Yay.
facetious.
Okay.
The
You
answer
always
to
are
this-
Told you evocation,
Yeah.
bitch.
The answer here, conjuration because it's opening portal, abjuration because it's
Yeah.
tied to the defense system,
Yeah.
enchantment because Jace infused items as part of being an artificer,
Yeah.
and evocation because explosive potions.
Yeah, that
He
transportation
used
'cause-
damage spells.
Yeah, that one would be transportation.
Could have been,
Rip.
but he didn't change anything. He just added 2 things.
Still transportation.
That's
He made
enchantment.
potions.
Enchantment fucks with people's minds. That's what that does.
Victory screech!
Something inherent.
As it comes
I'm-
back on, the portal opens enough for a person, starting to open back up enough for a person to pass through.
That's good.
What
Onward to new
what about
horizons
a
for
large
those-
centipede?
The tower now has power.
I thought we were gonna have to flip it. I just thought.
I think we already flipped it once.
Nope, not yet. I was going to say flipping it to as a red herring, but
we flipped the script.
Connor, was I a little right about you making it in the correct configuration and moving it?
a little bit.
Meta bad.
I
I
made
know.
it where it fit, and then I spun it around because I didn't want to.
You better watch it when we turn off that anti-smite machine.
Yep.
So now that the power's on,
Listen,
now y'all can start hunting down the main 6 traps.
Meta
The
bad.
elevator is on. Is there anything else you would
Okay.
like to look for on this level?
Not really.
Investigate
Jace.
some
Jace is not on
interesting
this
looking tech. With my 0 investigation, I will look for some interesting looking tech. that might
Perception
He's
or
up.
investigation.
He's up on the chandelier.
Woo!
He been there before, but
Do you
not like
wanna
that.
use your Tides of
Again!
Chaos, Pyro?
Again, I get the fucking crit.
What was Skull looking for? What did he say?
He's looking for interesting tech.
Interesting.
Do it, do it, do it.
You
do
know what?
it,
Yes.
Do it.
Let Skolo have it. Do you give it back to me, Connor?
Yeah, go ahead, roll chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos
literally
Hog.
sounds like something you would say in a Call of Cthulhu game.
Roll,
Roll
Roll
for
for chaos.
roll me your d10,000.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
a big number.
9,
It's a
330.
very big number.
The warp is overtaking me.
Bonk.
Squeak.
Everybody freeze. Okay.
Everybody clap your hands.
Chaos suddenly, there's an aura emanating around your grung. This one I'm gonna
Did he
have to
just
keep
summon
secret.
something?
Nope.
He better fucking not have.
The portal does slightly ripple in the presence of the magic.
He just turns towards you. He now has Super Saiyan hair.
You'll hear
I
creaking.
feel the power.
Skolo found anything with
Oh,
that
feel these
dip into
hands.
the void. Oh,
As you all hear things climbing up the side, hearing this loud portal turning on, and as you're searching Skolo, let me go ahead and reveal the thing that you would find.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Ow!
You find a small little bowler hat, Skolo.
No.
It has some sort of tech inlay on the inside.
No.
Don't put it on. Don't put it on.
It was worth it.
I need everybody to roll initiative while you're holding this hat, Skolo.
Jesus fuck.
A series of bone amalgamations crawl up and are heading towards you, and it goes, Don't leave us. We just invited you down.
Hello.
Take the frog.
Hello.
God, I would have had a fucking 7 if I didn't have alert.
They have, it's undead things. They're bony, but I can't do it because of the radiation.
Anti-smite, and then I can't even fucking use most of my magic. Cause...
Laughs at 50% casting.
And I can't even dive in here! Fuck. Too small.
Beat
Alright,
10,000,
they
go
start
Bert.
descending. They actually get to go first as they crawl up.
They
Hello.
beat it. Oh, they got a 19. Fuck.
By the way, when I... Oh no.
Oh lord. Holy.
Hello. Are you going to be my friend?
No.
So the one next to you, Gruck, is going to make... Oh.
Hi.
Ooh. Let me check out
Hi-ho.
the spells real quick.
Kill him.
I'm gonna have him
Are
cast...
Are you
Nah.
my Oni-chan?
He's gonna make 3 bone staff attacks
Navaya
at you.
truly will not stop until the
All of
destruction
these
of
at
Gruck.
Gruck. Nope. Yep. I'm assuming...
Ow, my bones!
So you take 22 damage.
You know, it
then...
is a bones day today.
And does it say the next... Okay. Roll me a d10. On a 10, he explodes.
Okay.
The Skull Lord explodes or Gruck explodes?
The Skull
Hopefully
Lord.
Gruck.
This was your
Damn
wild
it.
magic surge. So if somebody
Get
had
the
drawn
10.
blood and rolled the 10, 10% chance, they would have just blown up.
Oh my god, I
Should have
would've
rolled a
just-
D100.
It's the same It's the same.
No, it's not. The probability's different.
I want
No,
you
it's
to
not.
explain to me,
Had to roll D100.
It's
How?
more accurate with a D100 than it is with a D10.
Norvin. There's no difference between 10 out of 100 and 1 out of 10.
It's wrong either way.
With probability, yes, there is.
No, there's not.
I don't want to do the Monty Hall problem, guys.
If you're
It's not even close.
There's
to
enough
Monty
riddles in
Hall.
here.
If there's
Also,
100
I've taken
options
probability
and
classes.
a tenth of them are bad, that's 10 options. Out of 10 options, if a tenth
Let's
of
just
them are
move
bad,
on.
it's
We're
1.
just going to have to agree to disagree on this.
So those are all make attacks at you. You take the damage.
The night shift's been keeping you apart. You two just need to bone.
Bone!
There's enough bones on the screen.
Bone!
Thank you.
And 2 of them are beating me with a stick.
Ow!
A bone.
The one below you... actually, I'm going to have this one not get in melee yet. He's going to cast...
Fuck you.
Gonna cast... Ooh, is this... What's the range on this? 60 feet?
I'll be right back. Morticia is yowling.
Oh, you were going to be right back? Okay, I guess I'll pick a new target. Brick sucks that she
You
just
can
got
still
up.
target me. You can do stuff. She's just yelling.
The other one holds up his bony hand and his pointer finger glows a dark purple and points it at... I'm gonna go with Brick because Nevaeh's not here. Need you to make me a Constitution saving throw with Bryn's aura. You save.
31.
That ought to do it.
Alright. You take half as much damage, so you take half that. That's 31 necrotic damage. As you just see a pulse of energy hit you in the chest and your whole body racks in pain. And the one below you, Skolo, is going to just attack you 3 times with bone clubs.
Bonk.
Damn it, I
Remember
said
you have-
auto roll damage.
Remember,
Do
you
any
have
of those hit?
11 tip HP.
Do any of those hit you, Skolo?
If he doesn't have advantage, the first and last one do.
Alright. Then you
Hey,
take
Bryn, when do our
plus damage.
when does our health the temp health
On the
regain?
start of my turn.
Start of your turn, okay? So I'm not gonna bother deleting it.
So 14 plus 26. Ouch.
As I've got this staff with a skull on the top that's leaking purple necrotic energy. They just
With the skull
Beam to-
low.
Skull O. And then that's their turn. Bryn, your turn.
By the way, is the warp still overtaking me, or is it just the once?
What do you mean? Oh, the chaos effect ended after the next person drew blood.
Okay, just checking.
The
Do you do
subsides.
flanking?
Nope. Pyro does, I
Okay.
don't.
Technically, it's my.
Technically, you're not God right now.
Oh God!
60 hit?
16 does not hit.
Oh no. Does a 30 hit?
30 does hit. Do you want to smite?
No. Fuck you.
I will note, you do have improved Divine Smite already doing radiant damage.
Yeah. I understand. I can't
Oh,
turn
no.
that off.
Okay. Does it include lightning?
Yeah.
Okay. Minus, what is it, 1922?
Well, if you can't turn that off and it's already doing radiant, you might as well go full send and fucking.
That's what I thought he was going to do, but meh.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I don't know what it does yet. It could make things worse.
It said magnet.
It's a
Your
paladin
Is
magnet.
Mike attached to you?
Mike is generally attached. He's like part of my. He's
Yeah.
my
I mean
hand.
literally attached to you, or else he's going to be pulled from your hand.
Like a glove.
He is my hand. He
Then
is part,
you
like,
are dragged
on my
with
hand.
it to the to here,
Where's Tisha?
and you have disadvantage on the next attack you make with that weapon.
Well, I tried to get her to just lay on my lap, but no.
As you see there's these metal pylons running up the wall, and as you use a radiant attack, they flash and Mike is held to the wall, and your fingers are splayed. And you gotta like really pull to take it off.
Uh-oh.
Okie doke.
Well, there goes my plan of using Sunbeam.
But other than that, nothing happens.
Nope.
Other than just
You have
being
disadvantage on your next attack with that
pulled.
weapon.
Yeah.
But that's it for now.
But okay, and I did bludgeoning damage, so I could move him, but it's fine there. So I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Brick.
Oh, I can't believe.
Brick
I
is
get
going to
put up
move right there,
with
and because he's wielding a halberd, he has 10-foot reach,
Okay.
Bonk.
and he's going to apply.
Oh,
Exemplifying
Apply?
the versatility of the 5e fighter.
24 damage on the first hit.
I can't. Like,
oh.
Wait a sec.
It giveth and it
What?
taketh. That's a
I will
miss.
not. I will do nothing.
What? What?
Stares
oh.
at it.
Oh yeah.
I
you're
have an
menacing.
expanded crit range. Shut the fuck up.
I'm
No.
staring at it very viciously.
He's used to
Nice.
rolling intensity and damage for his crits. 31
Nice.
also hits. 10 slashing.
Is it still up?
Yep. It's bloodied.
I just realized I could have done something that actually made a feature useful.
Rip.
Yes.
That's another hit.
Okay. And bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
but it only does a D4 if it hits. Did it hit?
Yeah.
3 extra damage.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, they got a mouth on them.
Something you develop in isolation, probably.
Is this thing made of solely of bone, or is it wearing armor?
It's got bone and sinew tying it
Actually,
together. and
I
it has
wasn't done.
robes and-
I wasn't
Oh.
done either.
Go ahead.
What?
Level
Take
20
a
change
step back.
fighter, bitch.
Oh. My God.
Okay. Oh.
I have
Okay.
polearm mastery and
Yeah, yeah,
sentinel.
yeah.
I'm not staying in combat
yeah.
effectiveness.
So as I was saying, this thing is bone and sinew tying it together with a necromantic flame lighting it up. The sinew is very black and dark. That just keeps.
Yeah, all I need
it
is if
not
there's any
into
metal.
these.
Okay.
There's not metal. No, it is covered in a robe.
people. No.
Okay.
No.
You make me look terrible for the mice. I'm a savior.
So many
The
of my fucking spells are radiant.
Get the fuck out of here!
So many of my useful damage spells are radiant. God damn it!
I start screaming at it. Ah!
Oh.
Please tell me you were doing that on the one that's not next to you, that's taking a shitload of damage already.
No, he did.
You
assuming.
fucking toad.
That's,
It made me look bad for the violent savior.
suddenly,
Fuck outta here.
you see all the black sinew that was on it would get ripped off its body and sinks below the ground. And the bones just clatter, dead.
I have eaten its soul, violent savior. Are you proud of me?
What the fuck? What did you do?
I ate its soul.
That's disgusting. Now come do it to these ones.
I'll let you eat a little bit of the black ooze before it goes down, Gruck.
Delicious. Extra protein.
He's like a puppy trying to eat its own chocolate.
Oh,
Just sideways on the floor.
Disgusting.
I literally
Truly,
almost-
these things are unmatched in
Not
the
what he,
field.
not what Gruck was saying. What I got in the chat. Sorry, Norman sent me a thing in whisper that was really strong, and I said disgusting. To that, not you eating ooze.
The puppy vomit was not great either.
It wasn't, but it was tolerable. Devaya. Assuming
fuck
Gruck
me,
doesn't
yeah.
have anything else he's doing.
Well, that one's
No.
dead. That's Brick.
I'll scoot
Rick
next
is-
violent savior.
Brick is a square. It's Brick.
Use all
Ah,
brick. How?
house. I'm going to summon my packed weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hello.
Get fucked.
Shit.
I'm going to, as a, it's an action to summon my weapon, so I will wait. Oh, nice.
I'll actually be right back.
Cool. Cool. Yes, I'm going to do that. So here we go. I get to make 2 attacks. Is this the correct one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I just put that on. Ha 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 ha. That's what I did. I'm going to do it with 2 hands. Ha ha ha! Perish before me!
Do you have Eldritch Smite, right?
I do.
What damage does that do?
Well, the 5 necrotic is life drinker, so this is before I would add an Eldritch Smite.
Okay. It is also halved. The necrotic damage.
Fuck you.
It's an undead. What do you want from me?
What about the poison?
Poison it's fully immune to.
Oh no.
That's just a
undead.
factor. That's just a factor of my sword. So that's okay.
So it takes 2 necrotic and 14 slashing. Do you pump
Yes,
anything else
and
in?
then I'm definitely gonna pump an Eldritch Smite into it. I'm just looking for there it is. Once you hit expend a Warlock spell slot to deal 1d8 plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what damage is that?
So you have
Fourth. Nice.
8d8.
It's a 5th level spell,
Oh, then
so it's
10d8,
6 because
right?
Warlock spells only go up to 5.
I thought it said 1d8 for every level above. First.
No, it's you expend a Warlock's you get 1d8
Mhm.
plus you get 1d8 no matter what, so it's guaranteed to be 2d8.
Yes.
At first level it's guaranteed to be 2d8 because you can't take it until 5th level. So when you hit it with your pack weapon, you can expend a Warlock spell slot to deal an extra 1d8 force damage plus another 1d8 per the level of the spell slot. So if I cast it, so if my Warlock spells were still at 1st level, then it would be 2d8.
Yep,
But
so
since they're at 5th level, it's
12d8 in
6.
total that you're rolling now.
Yes.
Go for it. And then it is immediately prone. Because Eldritch Smite is stupid.
54.
Is that what damage is that? Is it just
Force.
force? Gotcha.
Force.
Is that written down somewhere? Is that just what you choose? Oh,
It
force.
says
It
extra
there.
DA force. Yeah.
No, it says 1d8 force.
You smack this thing to the ground with a mighty blow, and it is on its back. This is the one that used Finger of Death against your fighter mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
Ow!
Connor.
Mhm.
I have another hit.
Yep, and you have an advantage because it's prone.
Yes, I do. 26.
Okay. So you do an
That would
additional
be
7,
9
additional 2.
total.
Okay. It's still up. Barely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Weaker
but
than the other one
I
was
did
now.
I did a fair fucking amount.
It now has
so.
less health than the one that got banished had.
That's my turn.
Scada Harris. There's one down below you who's trying to cause shit.
Forgive me, but there's someone else who demands my attention right over here. He's gonna slink away and fly so he doesn't
You have
gain
flyby.
opportunity. Yes.
Motherfucker.
Get fucked. Also, so
Hate you, Pyro.
primal savagery.
Go hit. 22 hits. That's 16 acid damage. Right? Or is,
Damn, that's a terrible roll.
is it the 17?
Well,
What does
I
fuck
do.
you do?
That's from me being big.
I think that's weapon attacks. I don't think that's.
Oh,
Well, primal savagery is making
it's your claws.
I'm just gonna go with the 16. 1 point won't make too much of a difference in the end.
Okay.
Anything else? There's your action.
tail.
You.
That uses the fuck you for
That's
sure.
non-magical, right?
Nope.
It's not
Well,
magical.
my entire body's got magical weapons on it because I'm mutated.
Do they count as magical weapons when you're mutated?
Yes, I have that as one of my
Fucker.
mutations.
Then you kill this one. As your tail stinger goes up into its skull and crushes it, the black ooze slinks down and goes into the ground as well.
And back to the depths with you.
And then it's their turn again. This one just saw all of its friends get fucked up.
Yep.
I would
Never
have it
too
cast
late to
Cloud Kill,
turn
but you're all
back.
wearing masks. I'm going to have it cast Cone of Cold.
That's a dex save.
Well,
That's a
you
con
could have just
save.
left.
To both of you, and you are not in Bryn's aura.
Oh. Said con save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
That's full damage.
Victory!
Alright, so you finally get it, bud. So you get half damage. So that would be 15 plus 2, 17.
Oh god damn it! I was fucking muted on both ends.
Oh, were you going
Wow.
I thought it was
Were you going to advantage Nevia's save?
no. I was gonna counterspell that.
Oh. You can't see him, though. There's a wall.
Oh, is that a wall? Oh, never mind then.
They crawled up and through the window here. And up. I'm sorry if that was
Okay.
unclear. You can see Nevia, which is why I was asking.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I
Okay.
didn't think this was a wall.
23.
Well, I was already bonked and lost my fucking shield from Brain, so.
And then it's going to go upstairs.
You bitch!
For being dead, you sure are afraid of dying again.
Shit. Shit. And you hear a
For
door-
more of your soul,
You hear a door close, and then...
you cannot bench the Kench.
We're out of initiative, because as you turn, he has locked the door behind him.
He just sees me sliding underneath the door. I hunger for your soul.
Yeah, Bread's gonna unstick himself from the wall. Gotta remember to use
I was
fire
about
next time. Because I could just
Okay.
change any radiant damage I do to fire. Because I forgot
Yep.
about that. Because why would you ever do that otherwise?
You finally get a chance to use it.
Third level cure wounds on myself, and yes, I'm gonna roll a d100 for the fucking wild magic.
Oh! Hang on, has anyone
Forgot to
cast...
do that for the banishment.
You did. Pyro, roll me a quick D100. Hope it's above a 50. Unless you want chaos then. Yeah, you didn't surge. You're good. I forgot about that.
Aww.
Skolo, you do surge. Roll me a D10,000.
What?
Oh, wait, no, you're sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
stop,
not a
stop.
wild magic sorcerer.
I was
the
thinking of
hell?
the 50. Sorry. I was thinking of Grux 50%, not y'all's 25. Forget I said anything.
You spooked me.
My bad. So as you all look out, and you're surrounded by the little flow of water,
Spell target.
and up the stairs
spell.
is the locked bit. Does anyone have Identify and want to cast it on the bowler hat that Skolo found?
No.
I think we all know.
Do
Let me
you?
see if I have it.
I do have identify as a.
I can ritually cast it.
As Pyro, I know what this is, but as Gruk, not a fucking idea.
Yeah, I mean, everyone who has identify has it as ritual, so Yeah, I don't know. Either one of
Via
one
ritual
of us could
casting
do
it, then it's a hat of disguise.
Oh,
I thought it was like the bowler hat from like what the hell?
we
is it
all
called?
thought it was the
I know
bowler
you all
hat
did.
from
That's why.
Robinson.
That's why I thought
Yeah.
it was funny.
Meet the Robinsons. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so you
one.
can disguise. You can cast disguise self at will while attuned and wearing the hat.
Oh, a big head.
Dear Lord.
I just don't know how well this plan went on through.
Master, my savior.
Nah. Bad. Squirts the bottle.
So, would anyone like to attune to the hat?
Does
I
disguise self actually just change your form?
It just gives you an
No.
illusory like outfit essentially,
Bug in a tuxedo.
as well
I'm
as
all for
your
it,
appearance.
A bugcedo?
Bugcedo.
Hey, if you got an open spot,
I don't think I do.
and
So
technically
you
there is
have
no
that.
size limit. It's just
I
casted on
don't.
you. You could be the like Titanic world Leviathan Skolo and add on Bugcedo.
Yeah, I know it doesn't change your size category because it specifically says that it does in the Furbolg racial version.
Uh,
I
Yes, you can take a different one. Person who messaged me.
Thank God.
Unless you
Yeah,
wanted
we all
to
knew
try
it.
and ransack the place for things. You might find that component somewhere, Jade. Fuck, I said the word. Damn it.
What, for shape change?
God damn it.
Damn, Connor.
We already listen.
I
Skolo
already cried.
Shane already said out loud earlier that he
Yeah, I
can't
did.
use the 9th level spells that he took.
Yeah,
And
you'll
I'm a
probably
druid.
find a Jade circlet because Jade is like the motif Jace has.
Moko
Just might
pungu.
want to find like a chest or something where he keeps valuables.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'll hold on to it because fuck if most of my spells aren't canceled by this radiant thing anyway.
So if you go up the stairs, the door is locked. It seems to be fairly okay reinforced. Or you
Poor
all can try.
Skolo. Why are the freaking fates always conspiring against him?
Because all the
funny.
luck's gathering for when I'm that fucking assassin rat and I murder everyone.
Hello.
So you get up.
Knock, knock, knock.
The door is locked. And the Skull Lord
No.
is on the other side going, fuck, shit.
Can I try and break the door open?
Make an attack. It
I
is
can't
a-
just wrench it off its hinges.
No, it's a metal reinforced door.
Can I see the hinges?
Not on this side. Because fuck you.
You learned. You've learned.
Can I
Metal
cast
reinforced,
Firebolt and
eh?
Ray of Frost in quick succession?
That means
to
the
be-
door opens towards them.
Oh,
I'm just
you
gonna
use
try
Ray
and
of
kick it
Frost,
down.
I'll use Heat Metal.
Make an
We got
attack. Just let your DMs give you a puzzle, y'all.
No.
The door?
Yes.
No.
He's
What are we, Vox Machina?
Well, hang on. There's no baby in the store. There's no
There's no reason to kill
stakes.
I'll use Heat Metal. You
Levi, I
use
heard
Ray
there's a
of
child
Frost.
on the
We
other
got
side of the door.
I
I'm
can
focused
just
on
pour
killing
acid
the
on
rock
it.
right now.
If you all just burning cantrips and weapon attacks, you'll eventually bust it down in like a turn or two. No need to really
But
roll
then,
for it.
at that point, the guy could already be gone.
Woo! The highest damage I'll roll is on a
Boys!
fucking door!
Okay. The door is splintering and you could like shove a small creature through.
Highest
Hi!
damage I'll roll in this fucking game, and it's on a door.
So are you jumping through, Grung, when you say, or
Yes.
you have jumped through to the next room, Grung?
Hi.
There,
Hi-ho!
you see the bar that's reinforcing it on the other side, and you can.
Oh,
lift it
look, a
up.
thing.
You don't see the Skull Lord, but you will enter into Jace's lowest level of laboratory. This
Hello?
place is filthy. You all come up. Let me just drag one.
Yeah, sounds like Jason.
I'll move the bar. Here.
Up here.
I helped. I am the hamburger helper.
Just imagine there's stairs where you all are as you come into this.
I gotta
door.
use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's take a pause because there's something you're all about to see that he's going to want to see. Hint.
Okay, I'll be right
It
back.
might have to do with this map element right here.
Oh, I'm not muted. I'll be right back.
It was the correct decision to play Grook today. I could feel it in my bones.
Oh, I found it.
I'm so much happier that I'm playing Grok than Grok. I'm sorry, Connor.
Get fucked. Oh yeah, the fucking big bee's
Don't you
hand
mean
moment.
get drugged?
Get. Curse you, doors. I'm also going to take my headset off for a couple minutes because my ears hurt.
I don't think that's your
We're good? We're going? Yeah, we're going, I think. Yeah, fine.
penis.
Going, gone.
Yeah, penis, yes, that auto records.
Yes,
As you
titties.
all walk in,
Who
you
keeps
see...
putting me on the fucking map?
I don't know, but they're making me upset.
Who has access other than me?
Not me. Don't look at me.
Nope.
I just tried to. I couldn't.
It's just you.
So then who's doing that?
Not me.
I think
Anyway.
it broke.
Oh,
What
I
broke?
can't move shit.
Uh-oh.
Roll 20.
God damn it.
Oh, is that Denny?
Oh, Norvin, you're on the arrow. You're on the measuring tool.
No, I'm not.
Someone's on the
Someone
measuring
is.
tool. It's not me.
And it matches
I just
his
tried to
color.
refresh, and it didn't do anything.
Look at the color of the
Holy
measuring and look
shit!
at the
What just
colors of the
happened?
button.
Whoa! What's going on?
I don't think roll 20 broke.
catching up
I
to-
think
to-
it's
you're
the-
catching
Norbert
up
was
to the
sent to
loop.
the Shadow Realm.
He's catching up to the loops.
Chaos has found him.
Sorry, I used the chaos too many times.
Is everybody else doing good?
I don't. Someone
No.
has access to my sheet that shouldn't have it. I don't know.
I think I can move now.
The demon
Am I
that
moving?
entered into Shane's house has entered into the game.
Yeah, look, Nevaeh's moving. I'm
Yeah.
doing that with my keyboard.
Cool. Okay, I can describe the
I-
next part, and if shit goes down, I can just read it in theater of the mind. This last bit. As you all enter into the lab, you open up the door, and the Skull Lord is not there. In the middle of this next chamber, you see a large containment unit with thick cables that run out. There's a faint green glow coming out of the top of it, and you hear the skittering of rats all around this laboratory.
Rats!
I like the
Right.
cut of this jib.
You go over and you look in the bottom, and there is a mechanism to where you could put some sort of contaminated object inside and twist a knob, and it would drop it below without ever exposing what's inside to the air. This is-
Fascinating.
on the
Can I
map,
crawl
this
in
is labeled as a warpstone containment field.
I crawl in there.
Oh, rats!
You see that there's sparks coming off one of the cords that leads deeper into the lab,
Hmm.
towards this way.
Hmm.
Seriously, JC, you fucking
Mhm.
keep up your.
As you all are about
Make it
at this threshold here, you see a
Yes.
small rat with bone protrusions out of its forehead gnawing on the cable as a bolt
Yeah.
Not a fucking dire rat.
As a bolt of
No.
lightning runs through it, all of its hair turns stark white, and it has a glowing green energy from its eyes. As it looks at you all, bites a shard of warpstone from the tunnel and runs into the walls with it, never to be seen again.
Bye.
Fucking
wanted to kill
Jace.
it.
Bye,
It's-
rat.
It skitters and leaps into the hole.
So that's how that happens.
You fiend, you just did the birth of the Skaven.
I did.
Oh.
I asked for it too. I said, "Hey Pyro, can I birth the Skaven in the one shot?" And he said,
So it
"By
shall
all
be."
means."
And now, thank you for explaining for the non.
Yeah.
War-
I gave
Warhammer
him reasons. I was like, okay, so if the Skaven are ever going to come up, lab rats feeding on the random shit Jace has in his lab feels right.
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
I was like,
Oh,
I
in the
return.
next campaign, I'm rolling a Skaven.
There's two of me.
they're rapid evolving now.
"Dear God, now I have to write a Skaven Empire."
You're telling me I had to do that same shit.
Did you just like make your own, or did you copy and paste? Because I'm feeling like I just got done redoing the Chaos Gods, and I'm like, damn it.
Okay, so there's the birth of the Skaven.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
that cutscene's over. As per your map, you all are on the lab. The chemical defense system can be shut off on this level. This is Jace's
Oh,
personal
good.
alchemical lab where he does most of his work. You all are still underground. You're basically on level B2. Before you get to
Well,
the
let's
main
find that
underground.
chemical defense system.
Wouldn't the B numbers going up mean we're going further down?
Well, B3 would be below you. B1 is the one above you, and then you're at
Oh,
ground
okay.
level.
What kind
If
of?
you'd like to make an investigation in a room, go into that room with your token and make an investigation check.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna go in here. It seems shiny in here.
So in there is a collection of spells, spell books, and other caster things.
No, don't split up.
You see a prototype of crystal orbs on the wall that have all been labeled
Honor.
as failures.
Honor. 19. I want the 19.
Go ahead and roll me your chaos save again.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what happens when you do it
Just
around
keep
the
giving that
spellbooks.
shit back.
Oh, it's so fun. I could take it away, but oh, it's so fun. D10,000 pyro. 6072.
You guys see a faint purple glow coming from the rest of the room.
No.
I am the warp!
You. I cannot make this up, and I'm glad it's on recording.
Link it, please.
What happened?
This is no shit what it says. The target is immortal, but he is sentenced to lifelong imprisonment. Suddenly, the beard hairs become ingrown for a moment, Gruk.
Eh?
You have just been bound cosmically to something in one of these planes, the one with the purple miasmic chaos look. You don't know why, but you feel that you have to get back to that plane fairly soon, or you will not die, but be trapped in eternal torment, feeling your essence be drained away until you're eventually pulled back there. You have... I don't know how that works in your lore of Cosmos. I'll let you, Pyro, figure that out.
I think I know where he's going.
To the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
No.
I'll let you take the... you grab the orb that was labeled a failure. Do you have a plane in mind that he's now been bound to?
A certain one that in Pandemonium.
Okay. This orb is labeled a failure because it's unable...
Voxel!
Yeah. This orb is labeled as a failure because it is unable to view anything other than Pandemonium, and it has mild insanity if one peers into it. So you now have an orb of Pandemonium with you. Just a little orb that lets you scry on the plane of Pandemonium.
Voxel returns.
Search for Gruk. I had to. I'm sorry. Skolo, would you like to make an investigation check?
Voxel always returns for his faithful.
This is a cartography room where Jace has plotted out and kept an eye on settlements around him.
All right, give me a second to get my sheet back up.
You're good.
You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
+0, baby.
Okay. You don't see anything about the chemical defense system in here, but you do denote that there is a tube connecting the volcano to the tower subterraneanly, and if it blows up, it'll likely trigger a chain reaction and cause the volcano to erupt.
Great.
So, in this main room also counts as just a collection of books. You can see there's a few missing spots with the ones that you all have would go. You spot them by little mechanisms that the books would click into, that when the system was activated, pulled them back and dropped them in a chute into the box, and then sent the box out with its letter saying, "This is from the violent savior, Gog, defend it with your life." Which worked surprisingly well.
Praise be.
Alright, there's the weapons room, there's the alchemy lab, and there's... This is really nothing, this is just kind of unpacking of a table.
I will. Shiny. So many shiny.
What colors are all the lenses?
Shiny.
Pink,
shiny.
red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The rainbow plus...
I look for shiny stabby stick.
Let me see if you find any magic items. You find a
By the way,
rapier.
yeah! By the way, Bryn, you see that the beard has like tripled in size as like I'm wandering out the other room holding a very stormy orb. Hello.
God, Merlin, what the fuck are you doing to him?
I am immortal.
No. No.
I am eternal.
Would you like to test your immortality?
Yes.
You take the rapier and you think, what if I'm truly immortal? I could just stab myself through the heart. Do you do so?
Yes.
You stab it in. You'll see it poke through the other side, and then he takes it out, and the wound recloses with like a purpley, chaotic scar.
I am it. And then I trip over and fall on my face.
Skolo's gonna borrow one of the lenses.
Okay. Which color?
Should I set my health back to max?
Is purple one of them?
You can still be unconscious. Okay, you got a purple one.
Good.
He's just gonna hold it over his eye and look around.
Nothing really jumps out. Things that are purple blend in as part of it. Nobody has checked this upper right room, I will denote.
Yeah.
I know, that's why Navaya is slowly but surely moving towards it. But Bryn gets mad if she goes out of the aura.
I don't know.
Everyone's going everywhere.
I've had some pretty good luck so far. I'm immortal and have a +1 rapier.
Also, it doesn't work on checks.
Okay, investigation check.
I mean,
To check the alchemy.
This is
room.
a ability. Does he guess? Advantage on attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
23. Navai, you find a small thing that doesn't belong in there, and you come to find the next puzzle. Trivia or lens of light? I'll let y'all choose.
Trivia!
Wait, what?
Trivia! Trivia!
What's the difference? Can you explain what the difference is?
One of them
Lens
has
of
to do with
light.
the colored lenses. One of them is just trivia.
Jeopardy!
Let's fly.
Jeopardy!
I hear. One for light,
One
one
of
for
each.
trivia. Somebody tip it.
Light.
Light, 2 for light, 1 for trivia.
Light.
3 for light, that's the majority.
Fuck you, Byron.
I
One
mean,
of
you're going to
each.
do both of them anyway. So here you all are, at the lens of light. You got the book out.
What the
You find a
fuck
small
is
box
this?
with a collection of lenses in a box. It's wired
cancer.
into the wall. You take out your colored lenses, of which I've put an aura on so you all can see how big they actually are.
Vile.
You aren't sure what might happen if you put in the wrong color code. Would you like to give me an investigation check to figure out, to skim through the notes?
Ascertain any clues?
24. As you're skimming through,
I'll be damned.
you find a bit where Jace has designed the system, and the first line you find in a skim of just filler text, you say, I really hate being in the tall tower. Because sometimes when I look out the sunset, it's this awful red color that makes it hard to see what I'm making, because the light isn't bright enough. And the red has a little circle on the bottom of the R that isn't on any of the others, and you read it as a clue. That was, again...
The circle is on the bottom of the R?
The hint was that he said he hates these bright red sunsets because they make it hard for him to see what he's doing. The bottom of the R was just the thing you found to indicate the color. You found the hint.
Okay.
Can I try to use the red lens to look at the book? See if that does anything.
Nothing of the book. You all do see that there is a faint bit of light that comes from the lid of this box.
Okay.
Oh, and we have to use the lenses to refract onto... Do we have to have, like, one lens over each of these, does it look like?
They look like they count as one sensor. Connor just did it to make it look funny.
Okay, so there are 2 sensors.
Mhm.
So is it white light coming from the lid of the box?
So far.
Okay. And then we have to hold the colored prism. We're literally making stage light. Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot
If
to
we
give you all
put
permission to move
moonlight
these.
blue and bastard amber over top of each other, it creates white light.
There we go. Setting them so that you all can move them. Going down the line. I knew there was something I was forgetting when I was setting this up. So, Scully, you get the second one. The second hint is he was talking about he's sick of the color orange. He spent too much time about Bryn and his paladins that he's tired of seeing the color orange. It's
Hey,
nice on
fuck
him.
you, Jace.
He's tired of seeing it. This is also his personal diary.
Who keeps
Fuck
getting
you,
mad?
Jace.
What the fucking...
Okay.
Goes
Not red.
back
Not orange.
Anyone want to roll another investigation check for scan for hints?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to.
Bryn, you are so caught up by him insulting your main color scheme, you are unable to find the next hint.
Fuck you. Jeez.
Feels appropriate.
Fucking bitch.
Brick, this guy
How
just
dare you
complains
insult the
about a
main
fuck ton
character.
of colors, and you do not get the point.
Allow me.
This Jace fellow's kind of a bitch, isn't he?
Gruck, you get it.
You're not that far off, my friend.
In one
I'm a
entry-
little disappointed. I didn't get an excuse to do the thing.
In one entry, Jace is talking about a beautiful grove of pink petunias are growing on the edge of the tower, and he's immediately uprooting them because petunias were his mother's favorite, and he'll be damned if he lets that bitch enjoy anything.
Okay, so far, it's just a bunch of colors that he does not like. What was it? Red, orange.
He hates red, he hates orange, he hates pink.
Yeah. Keep these up here.
How about that trivia though?
So we need yellow, green. We need to know about yellow, green, blue, and indigo.
The DC does go up with each hint, so
Do I get anything from a 19?
a 19, yeah. He said you find one that's actually not him complaining about once. In a brief moment of peace, he's found times where he can go and sit on the roof of his tower and stare up in the deep purple sky, look at the stars, and it's a fleeting sense of peace that he's not often accustomed to.
Okay. So indigo sounds good. Indigo sounds promising. And we need
Purple.
yellow, green, and blue. It's not. Purple would
He
be the
said
last
purple
color.
though. He said purple though. He said in this thing it was purple.
Close
we don't have
enough.
indigo one.
Well, it's Roy G. Biv, so we're not
Yeah.
just gonna knock off indigo and keep violet. That's
Well, he
So
did.
far, Brick
It is
and
stupid, but
Bryn,
that's what he did.
Yeah, Brick and Bryn have failed their checks to find anything. The people who still can look would be Skolo, Gruck, and Nevaya. If you all run out of people who can scan for hints, you're just gonna have to trial and error it.
All right, who's going next?
Okay.
I know everything.
Jace talks about how he enjoys the color green, but feels a bit on the nose if he was ever going to use it for any kind of security reasons, because it's the first color anyone would think of when they're looking at the massive tower with a green glowing stone on top.
Okay, so it's not green.
Gruck, you fail as well. Nevaya, let's see if you can find it again.
Hold on.
I mean, at
Keep
this
going,
point, you've got
Nevaya.
a 50-50 if you fail.
Does anyone have guidance or anything?
I mean,
I have something for you.
Oh my god. He's
I'll
already
risk
fucking
it.
immortal.
12.
Worth it.
Unable to find anything, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you know it's purple.
So
you know
we
it's
have,
not
but
any
we
of the bottom
have
four.
3 options. We have 3 options.
I think we should do yellow because it's like a complementary color. I think that might be a thing. We have to put 2 in, right?
And it does seem to be which one specific to one. Like you have to get the purple on the right one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I can't find any more clues,
Nope.
so there's no point in continuing to look for more
It's
clues.
some of those top
So,
3. And you are confirmed
some-
that it's
right.
purple.
okay, but what else? What is the rest of the configuration of the box?
As in,
Like where? Like, does it look like we need to hold them on a specific place on the box, or just put
basically,
them
I'm just
directly
gonna
over
use,
the sensors?
like the green one as an example. You just
Yeah.
kind of need to do that.
That.
Yep.
Okay.
Drag these back down.
We don't see. Which one is closer to? Are they both in the wall, or is one further from the wall?
The box is attached to the wall. They are just in this box. This one is towards the top of the box. This one's towards the bottom. Think that you all
Okay.
are looking at this thing on a blue cloth on the table.
What if we did that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the correct combination.
Yeah!
I was about to say the purple one's probably the top one for like
The stars,
sky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Alright.
was the yellow hint?
It was just going to be that he liked the sunrises in the yellow in the morning.
Sunrise,
sun's
because it's
low.
the sun coming up and the stars are already up. Yep.
There we go.
The stars at night are
What is
dull
the
and dim.
I was conflicted because I knew the
Mirren.
purple was the top one, but I was like, does he like the ocean?
The color blue is associated with Mirren
I
petrifying.
was wondering about blue. I was like, I don't think I like blue, but I don't know why. Okay, trivia time.
All right. Well, that's for the next puzzle.
Yes.
Puzzle.
Yes.
So the next room up. Hang on. So you all have turned off the chemical defense system. There will no longer be acid
Yay.
vats dropped on you. I'll move you
Aha.
back.
Good.
If you like, I can go ahead and move you up to the next level, because unless you wanted to look for magic items in Jace's lab.
Ooh,
Nah.
I'd like to do that.
Okay, make me
Yeah,
a
look
Maybe
at that.
find a
investigation.
jade circlet, goddammit.
We'll see.
Investigation, you want?
Yep.
I'm about to roll a 1. Well, no better.
Anybody else
Yeesh,
wanna
don't
roll?
worry. I'll roll to look for a jade circlet for my best friend.
Oh, specifically a jade circlet. Got it.
Yeah.
You find a circlet with a green stone in it.
I come waddling over.
You're unsure, given the proximity.
Warp
of this
stone.
You're unsure, given the proximity to this warp stone containment field, if this is jade that's glowing or warp stone.
Okay,
Scola.
Bryn has experience in warpstone. He would know the difference.
Make
Could
me
Bryn
a,
look at it?
what would be a nature? What would be a
Also,
geology check?
warpstone
Nature.
is a lot
nature.
more cloudy than jade.
Nature.
Yeah, nature check.
I feel like warpstone and jade aren't that close.
They aren't. Warpstone is very like solid in color compared
Magic
to jade.
jade.
It's hard to tell. It might be milky like jade, but that might just be the light filling it.
Rex's arms are getting tired. He'll just put it on his head till they're done talking.
A flower grows out of the top of his head.
I want to be chaos spawn by the end of this. Let's fucking go.
It's magic jade. You find out, not warpstone.
How much value would that have?
Oh, with the stuff and the handcrafted by the Jace Whitleaf, easily 1,500 gold pieces exactly.
5 copper.
That's actually terrible because it has to be more than that.
500 gold and 1 electrum.
I throw it across the room. Heresy!
No. Skull, all you have to do to make it worth more than that is just to like thread a copper piece onto in part of the circlet, and it's worth more.
There's an electrum piece sewn behind it.
Morgana, just grab one of my gold pieces real fast.
God, the electrum jokes never get old. So, you all have done the Lens of Light and the Arcana Cross combination. Anyone else want to search for anything on this level before moving on?
I doubt I'll find anything, so I'll pass.
I think I've done all I can do.
You good? Everybody good?
Yeah,
Brick,
good.
Brick is pretty much buffed out already. I don't think I need it.
By the way, did anyone want a +1 rapier?
Ooh. I already have the +1 longsword.
So now you all are at the first basement level, called the Taproot.
The tap room?
Taproot. With a T.
The Tarmarut.
This is the place where Jace, one, he has the magmatic flow connects to forges here. And 2, it's also where a large amount of the resin is stored.
See
In
bones.
the chambers. Yep. Ignore those. Those just came with the map, but it was too good to ignore.
It smells nice in here.
Yep. There is a large forge area and or things that can be used as a forge in here. There's also a locked door to some sort of vault.
Waddle.
We have the knock scroll.
Waddle.
Oh shit, you do.
Waddle. Ting 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 ting. Hello.
It is a
Okay,
heavy
so that's
lock.
not for what that was intended.
I threw those scrolls in there to just generally help you all in case you came across any locked things. I didn't think about it for this day.
That's what it's for!
You use the knock scroll?
Well, I would ask the group first.
Yeah, you use the knock scroll.
Oh, it's a knock scroll.
As it burns up. Resonating, unlocking sound. As it opens, it is filled with all the gold, silver, and other coinage that Jace has to his name, as well as
Brick is going to start filling his pockets.
2 gold pieces.
You can fill up. You can carry, I'll say, like 1,000 gold pieces before it's too heavy to walk around, and you might throw you off your balance.
Brooke is
I have 3,000 on me. You're trolling.
You're also large.
He's big.
I also have.
Oh, I'm a
3,000
Goliath. I'm a Goliath too.
Fine, you can get 3,000 gold pieces as well.
Yeah, he's that strong
I
boy
meant
thing.
I already had 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Druk doesn't need money. He only needs the violent savior in his life.
There are gemstones in here.
7,000. We're not
Um,
talking about that.
There are small in the wall. There are little anti-chaos grenades.
That might be helpful.
That might be helpful. Yeah.
What happens if I eat one?
You want to
No.
try? You're immortal.
Just don't do it.
Do you
Is this
swallow
what we really
Tell
want
me
to
you
stress
can't
test?
kill him anymore.
it? He's immortal. He cannot be killed. That is part of the chaos magic. He is
If
immortal
I
but
could
imprisoned, so he has to go back to his plane of pandemonium.
relatively
I-
soon,
Basically,
This
after
will
the
be-
one shot.
this will be my last penance for the violent savior. Then I'll go and become a minor chaos deity.
I told you don't call me a violent savior. Bad frog juice. Spraying him again.
So, do you want to swallow one of the grenades, Pyro? Yes or no?
No.
No, we need those.
Yeah, the my liege
Are you sure?
needs them.
Somehow worse.
He needs them. So
Okay. If you choose not to, I guess I'll just hold that back. Okay. The sleeper vine can be turned off in this room. Or wait, no.
Yay!
Sorry, crossed it. This is a creature room. 1 second while I move some things on the GM layer.
How many chaos grenades are there? Or anti-chaos?
There's 8.
Yes.
yeah, if there are proper chaos grenades, yeah, I need them.
Anti-chaos. Yeah.
But yeah, no, those might actually put a dent in me. Now that I am essentially a warp fiend,
Johnny did
an
that.
immaterial entity. What are they
Uh,
called?
Okay, so this is the bottom of the... Okay, so last remaining chaos things. Because then we're going into the tower proper. Right.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm
and
going to
then
say those
we'll do
bones
100.
are there.
Xavier,
because-
just hold me up like. Brain, can I just be exchanged as your shield?
I need to change the combat because it'll take more than 15 minutes to kill that.
I mean, you can stop mid combat if you have to.
Oh yeah.
Why do we only have until 9?
Because it's 10 their time and it's a Monday.
Oh.
So we have to stop because people have work.
Yeah.
I have class.
I know
and
what to
then work.
I know what I can throw instead. Yeah. Good enough. This will have... This should be faster. So instead of the ancient Nurgle dragon, I'm going to throw out this fucker.
A Nurgoyle.
Damn.
This thing steps up and looks at you.
Kill it.
It seems largely blind, but its ears turn towards you, all hearing your heartbeats.
It's Man Bat.
Get
No,
it.
it's-
Kill it.
Let me
It's
clear-
Bat Boy.
It's Bat.
No, it's Man Bat.
It-
You don't know about Man Bat?
I know about Man-Bat.
I was making a music theater reference, but
Whoa.
okay.
I was making a Man Bat reference.
As you should.
Sciatica.
You mean Wayne Bruce?
But do the butts match?
Pardon?
No, it's Woos Bane. Woos
Do the
Bane.
butts match?
You were born in the back.
No.
I was raised by... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
Molded by him.
Skolo, you're up first.
Norvin, do you know what that means? Do the butts
Ooh.
match?
Nope.
Damn it.
Oh, the radiant magnet's still on. I'll be damned.
The only thing turned off is chemical defense system.
Well, I can't fucking use Sunbeam, like I said.
You might be able to get this guy in 15. If we go quickly.
We're gonna plow
but
through
I
'em.
ain't doing
Go,
very good.
Skolo. Go. Run. Be fast.
Or if you
Okay,
want to
bitch!
close. Or if you
Oh,
want to
fire!
Fire what?
Thank you, roll 20.
How did you say that? Just blank.
Just
Alright, let's see if this works.
The power of the warp.
5th level wall of fire. Right on top of the motherfucker.
Okay, roll me your percentile.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's made of
Fuck.
stone?
Roll me a d10,000.
so
Oh, it does
This-
it instead of its effect. So, goodbye, World Fire.
okay, that's what
Fuck!
Boom.
Yes.
Suddenly, as you cast your spell, Gruck has a boil appear and burst as Chaos Pus hits you.
Gross.
58,
My
47.
goo.
58, 47.
That means I like you.
Ah, damn Jason, his effective defense mechanisms.
Skolo, have you ever smoked in your life?
Not yet.
You're about to suffer like you did.
Oh,
Till sunrise.
It is midday, going towards evening.
All right, General Grievous.
Yes, it's exactly.
Kenobi!
How
Sorry,
do I do how do I do verbal components if I'm fucking hacking?
Good question.
General Grievous was able to talk.
Oh, I don't need him. I'm a druid. Never mind. My bad.
Sorry, my goo got in
Oh
your
yeah,
mouth.
that's right. You're a fucking archdruid. You're fucking OP. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so some of the pus gets into your mouth, and then your throat like swells up, and like allergic reaction.
Sorry! He's got warts.
Your natural druid magic is not liking this chaos pus in your body. You're just trying to
Sorry.
cough it out.
does
Sorry.
the boy look like he is made of stone?
He's made of flesh.
Excellent.
Meat.
If you're coming towards me, remember to stop 10 feet away from me so I can make my swing.
Oh, you're approaching him.
Oh, Nevaeh's turn is up. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip it. No, wait, it's not her turn.
No,
Why did I think it
it's-
was
No, it's
Nevaeh?
not.
It's Man
I
Bat.
have no clue. It's Man-Bat's turn.
Man Bat.
I'm way down here.
It's Wayne Bruce's turn.
Oh, I don't have to stop at 10 feet because I can stop at 15 feet out. Is that
Oh
it?
no.
Right? Because he has something with a reach of 15.
Wow, nice.
Well, I'll be damned.
Okay.
You've done it! You beat me!
Oh dear, what happened?
Take him home!
Ooh,
It looks like
I love just
interesting.
hearing in the background Narvin's daughter going, "Oh dear, what happened?"
So it's going to use
Because that is
multi-attack.
honestly all of us right now.
So it's going to use Finger of Doom on...
A
Awesome.
night walker. We're fighting a prostitute.
Love that for you. I'm going to send this thing at... Why not? You, Brick. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Or take 12 damage. Be frightened, but you can't... No, nothing matter because you can't be frightened. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Only way I can make it, too, baby.
Actually, well, no, you're in the aura, so you could have rolled 5 lower. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
But
Level
yeah, you-
20, baby!
It says
Level
or
20 in
tag.
hero speed.
Oh,
Why do
you're-
you
you're
think
immu-
Buck
you're
Buck
immune to
has
it,
spent
too.
so
You
much
take no
money on
damage.
those jeweled chalice?
What
Like
the fuck
a
was
boss.
that, you little bitch?
as its chest opens up and you see a large eye, purple and bleeding, tries to suck some energy out of you. Does fucking 15.
No. My AC's 19. I'm not even an AC tank in this one.
Wow.
Really?
Wait,
Nani?
that wouldn't even work. Like, even if you failed, you wouldn't be frightened. So the
I know.
paralysis wouldn't
It
work.
does
even.
fucking nothing.
It would have just done some
Absolutely
damage to
jack
me.
shit.
Yeah, you can't be frightened because of Hero's Feast, too.
Oh yeah, that as well.
And then you'll start your turn near it, by the way. So I need you to make me a Constitution save, Brick, as you start your turn.
Roll it.
Uh-oh.
So does it's a 31.
There
Connor?
you go.
Mm-hmm.
This
it
is
my
how I
turn-
feel,
turn,
Connor.
Go ahead, take your turn.
Wait a minute.
Feel my pain.
I'm gonna take a single step forward. That brings me within 10 feet of the fucker.
And he's still in the aura.
And be prepared for 12 attacks, because I'm using both of my action searchers.
You can only use
one at a
You can
time.
only use you can only use
Fuck.
one per round.
Are these-
I've never been high enough fighter to be able to do this.
Yeah, you can only use
It's got
one
an,
per
it's got an
round.
AC of 14. Motherfucker.
Oh my!
You hit on all of them. Can you just roll damage? Because you have a plus 15.
Well, he might roll a one.
Ones will miss. Okay, that's my first 4. There. Do the damage so you
Jesus,
don't get
hang on.
overwhelmed.
Minus 19 on 1.
Damn.
Then 13. Then
I know.
minus 10. Then minus 14. This is a CR20 monster, y'all.
By the way,
And so are we.
I could turn into that thing then.
oh no.
There goes my next 4.
Fuck, where did it end?
The
17.
17.
The
The
17.
first 17.
So then another 11. Then
Like the roll to hit 17.
minus 17. Then
Wait, does it have
minus
advantage?
18.
No,
then
he just has
minus
actually
11.
low AC.
Any more?
No. Oh, well,
Wait,
yes, I do have one more, but it's only a D4 if it hits.
Oh, by all means.
What's the AC on this thing?
Like 15.
That was
14.
pretty
Foo.
It's just
Okay.
an HP tank.
And then
Well-
I take a step back.
Fighters are pretty good at dealing with those from the looks
I
of
mean, if you wanted, you could have asked for Gorak. I would have given it to you.
Attack of opportunity from you getting outside
okay.
of his reach.
it. God, my fucking mutation keeps disappearing every
21
time I
to
go to a
hit.
new map.
That hits.
Okay, and then I don't know why the text didn't post, but there it is.
All right, so he takes like half that. If
You make it.
No, no.
I
So
remember
I take
the
11 damage.
22.
yeah,
Wait, now
Okay. There goes my temp hit points.
yep.
This was a way to get around the thing because it reduces your max HP.
How does that work with temp hit points? Because I had 11 temp
Well, it
hit
doesn't
points.
matter because you saved anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bryn.
die.
So, it's my turn,
Jesus.
so
Level-
Brick gets his HP back. His
Yeah, I
temp
got
HP
my
back.
11 temp
Level
back.
20 party, by the way.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes and y'all can definitely kill this thing in 5.
Oh, okay. So I can. What the fuck? Wait, what?
How
Do you have
far
the
is
movement to get up
something?
here, Bryn?
Oh yeah, no. It's because my aura is circle.
I'm
not square.
coming for you, boy.
So yeah,
I'm coming for you.
yeah, I do. Well, if I could go, if there's nothing in my way, I don't think there's anything in my way, but yeah.
Yep. That's just close enough.
Okay.
Beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It is undead.
How much damage did I just do?
Let's see. It has.
Isn't Bryn doing fire instead of radiant now?
Yeah. That 5 radiant damage is actually fire.
I'll do it.
damage.
I'll do it, Connor. Just
I got you.
yeah.
You did 114.
Nice.
15 hits. Yeah, you're doing it as fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Fighters are basic bitches, though. I thought.
They are. You're basically immortal.
Does the fire damage seem to be doing stuff to it?
Not more, not less.
Okay.
So it's 33 and 34.
He's.
Arr.
I'm gonna.
You gonna smite?
I'm gonna smite because you said it was undead. I just have to.
Extra D8.
Where the
Converting to
fuck is
fire, I'm assuming?
My smite macro isn't in this game. God damn it.
Buddy.
Sad days.
Sad.
Badge.
Golden dice.
I feel so sad for you.
You
How
look
will
back
I
to
recover?
You look back towards Gruk and it's just Sag, just with a beard.
Gruk is hovering right now. His eyes are just like galaxy print.
I have spent like 2 spells. I haven't even cast Mage Armor.
What the fuck? That was
Oh.
so shitty.
Oh
that's
no!
disgusting.
The warp, the warp permeates this realm.
14
This is a
just
dark
hits.
place.
Oh
I
my
might-
god, a 14 hit.
I might need to unironically play a Chaos Sorcerer. This is fun.
Okay, does
With the
that kill it?
10,000 table is fun. No, it's at a third of its health now. You and Brick have both done about equal damage at this point.
You about to switch out Karen when he dies? Or when you kill yourself as him?
You can
Or
multi-class.
I will not kill myself as Karen. Yeah,
What?
Karen has a story to tell.
I'm gonna
He will
smite
die
it
an
again.
old man's peaceful death in 2 levels.
There, that's a better smite.
That one just a hair.
Yeah.
Minus 22.
Yeah, a little bit.
I am my scars.
Coughs up a blood clot.
It was its scars.
Anything else?
It is now a puddle.
Oh, you didn't start your turn in the aura, never mind.
I am the aura. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's aura.
Oh yeah, no.
That's an enemy aura.
Yeah, well, you know what's fun, Connor? Is I also still have 3 uses of Indomitable.
Oh, that's so funny.
So yeah, that's the Witcher.
So funny joke.
If that's it, then Navia. You can
I'd
kill
like
this
to
in 2
argue
minutes.
for advantage against annihilating aura
Why?
Because
He has this
because undead are immune, and Avaya is partially undead because of
Oh.
Celadon.
you'd be totally immune then.
Yay!
And you start its aura anyway. You're 5 feet out. Here, I'll make the aura so you all can see it. I just figured it'd be a bit confusing.
But it's at 30
No, I
feet.
think they're in it.
No, I've got it set to a 30-foot aura.
Okay.
I,
If I'm immune to it, it doesn't really matter. Okay. I have to remember this is a
Probably
two-part.
30 from its center. Yeah.
there it is.
Well,
That's not how that works, though.
I don't know.
I'm immune to it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Square.
What
Let's
the
see.
fuck?
It's now a square.
I don't dare you. No, it's 30 if to the 4 extremities. The corners come in a little.
It's
Mhm.
actually 30 feet away.
I'm gonna run up on this bitch. I'm gonna summon my sword. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm approaching you.
Hey.
Okay, I have life.
Menacingly.
Yeah. Super menacingly. Fuck you.
That hit. No, that misses.
Yes!
Oh my god, it misses.
You missed.
Touch chaos!
Hide the
So much
chaos.
for menacing!
Damn
Chaos.
You fucking
So-
gremlin!
Yes, I'm giving it.
Yeah!
I will accept it.
Roll your D10,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting in the rafters,
You're
waiting for the next
10,000.
chance to fuck up reality. Yeah!
Oh my god!
What the
I want you to get 10,000 itself.
10,000 says the stars are right! Exclamation point.
What
Oh,
That's
Jace
it?
is gonna fucking kill you.
my
is it?
God,
What happened?
guys.
What happened? What happened?
That number.
Roll me a d4.
It's over 9,000.
Please tell me he explodes like a bomb.
God
Or
damn it. 4 months of supernaturally intense weather in this area.
he just
It's over
raises his arms.
9,000.
Now it matches the aesthetic of your damn tower.
Typhoons.
A chaos storm is brewing for 4 months.
A
This is
warp
bad.
storm.
Don't worry, I have control weather.
You cannot affect
Cor-
this kind of weather.
Fuck.
Carassus is just banishing me. It's just the gods are banishing me to pandemonium because I'm too bullshit.
God, I love this
It's like
10,000 table.
I'm an even more unstable Merlin.
Don't worry, by the end of like 3 months in, I should be a lot bigger and a lot more druidy, so I might have a chance.
Is Gruk the first slot? I think Gruk
Yes.
is the first
Yeah,
slot.
He is.
literally is the first slot.
So, that was your first attack. Oh wait, no, your first attack didn't hit. Oh wait, no, it did hit. Go ahead and invite
It did hit now.
Are you smiting?
No,
Thank you for giving that back, Connor.
no, I'll hold it because I can always put it in on the second one if I want.
Oh, by all means, I'll be here waiting.
Nice.
I fucking love this subclass so much.
Connor keeps giving it to you because you gotta cast
I know.
spells to get it back.
Yeah,
I know.
You just got a DM that's just rolling with it because
it's a
he
one-
likes
Yes.
it.
Normally,
Yeah, it's a
one
shot.
I wouldn't give
I-
it-
Hilarious.
I wouldn't get nearly as much, especially if the D10,000 has to use as few as possible. This thing's a fucking monster.
This
I've
thing
read through
has
this list.
Under 40 health now.
Just leave it to me. I got primal savagery and dive.
Warp.
Cast a spell, Gruk.
That's my-
Or that.
There are bolts of lightning coming off of Gruk. as he hovers forward.
Ugh. You look more dangerous than that thing.
You vile insect!
What would
You
say
get away
that
from
spell?
my get away from my liege. I'm going to cast. Let's see here. I'm
Who are
going
you
to
calling insect?
cast like just 180 turns. Looks to that guy.
Quickly, because we are over time. When people
Of course.
Called
We'll
Um,
probably kill this thing.
Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get a little zoom in the boom boom. We're just
Never
gonna
say
catch.
that again in your life.
Please.
We're just gonna catch. We're just gonna cast Witch Bolt at 7th level.
Roll me
Why?
a.
Why would you do that?
Roll me.
No, because the warp requires it.
Nope, it would hit. Roll me your D100 to see if it goes wild. Because that action is still on. And yours is-
41.
You roll a 10,000 again.
Yeah.
Oh my
I told you
God.
just leave it to me. I'll kill it with dive.
I have to make the violent savior proud.
You're not making.
I can't even.
Yeah!
Oh my god!
Is that a It's a palindrome too.
Why
Oh my god,
Fucking rolling
Skolo.
so high.
Oh wait. Oh no.
Aww.
I'm gonna technically count this one as Skolo because he's only artificially shrunk. The largest creature nearby doubles in size.
Skolo, Skolo, Skolo.
Big Skolo again.
Kaiju, kaiju,
The bird
kaiju.
hairs,
So here's
the
what
bird
happens.
hairs, the bird hairs inner systems align and just.
Yeah.
Instantly crashed my head on the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, so you have been partially your shrinking potion has been partially negated by Gruck accidentally stealing some of the chaos in it.
Ugh.
And does the Night Walker just kind of explode?
He looks up and starts to like backpedal. Skolo, if it gets to his turn, I'm gonna be disappointed.
He's still
didn't you just
alive?
kill it? You said he had only had 30 health
Yeah,
left.
it goes
Hold
wild, so the
on.
spell
I
doesn't.
gotta add another.
Oh, the spell didn't work. That's right, because it went
Right.
wild.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what happens
Hold on.
when they go wild.
Oopsie poopsie. I love
I have to add a new global damage modifier. So
Mongo.
This thing is not used to looking up to things, so it's like, oh shit.
Skolo's wings fucking flat, and he's coming in for a die.
Can we just say that at this point we can all stand under Skolo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, you all are just gonna burrow up on Skolo now.
All right, so primal savagery with dive, so that's 4d10, and then 2d8 added, and then a tail pincher afterwards.
Okay, go ahead and roll all those. That's a hit. There's 24 of it.
Oh, well, I'll be damned.
It's 30.
How do you want to kill this thing for the last boss?
Yay!
I'm just gonna say I primal savagery it and lift it up, and then just bite its fucking head off.
It's like, wait, I've had a change of heart.
I've changed my mind. I want to go to art school.
And Brick's in the background going, you know, I usually pride myself on my usefulness, but I'm pretty useless here.
You look over to Grux, like sparking. Nus.
Get it, fish, the red master, Escos, get it.
He is slightly hovering.
Stop that. Squirt the bottle. Stop your hovering.
What the fuck is going on here? Why am I here?
His chaos levels are too high. So that does conclude it for our night.
It's over 9,000!
You all
This
are
fucking
convinced-
subclass.
You all are coincidentally about halfway through.
Have you guys ever noticed that Connor's one-shots are never one-shots?
I don't think I've ever run a
Don't
one
mind.
shot that's one shot, dog.
I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Your Necrothong was a one-shot.
To be fair, I said I would make this one a one-shot if you all wanted. I would just have to go through things fast, and there'd basically not have been this combat.
Yeah.
And shut off basically 2 traps, just waving the flag under them.
The Necrothong was a one-shot because you all killed each other.
I had a hand.
Very, very true.
Because Connor decided to play a mean bitch.
She was, but she was standing on very simple principles.
Of being a mean bitch.
I imagine this doubles in size, stays this way.
Yes, it's not a. It doesn't say until. I mean, there are
Yeah.
things at the end of the table that says until. Actually, roll me a d100 because there are sample conditions of how long these chaos bursts last. D83.
Dude, what is with you rolling so high?
Until
We
he has
leave the
thwarted an
the
assassination against
chaos
the king.
actuator alone. I love this so much.
Wait, he's big until he assassanates a king? What?
Until he
Is that what you said?
prevents an assassination against the king, which I'm transferring into saves Jace.
Okay. That makes sense, I
You have
guess.
to save Emperor Tiber Septim III.
No,
Rook ascending to become the 5th chaos god.
big enough.
You're gonna have to make a chaos god of Gruk now.
Well, now I have a guardian of fucking pandemonium.
Yep, he now definitely rules over that place.
Boxel, oh, you gotta tell Nito about that too. Boxel always comes back for his faithful.
Oh
That's
god.
fine.
I kind of wanted to add, I'm trying to think of a way to justify somebody rolling a d10,000 just to see what they'd get. Does anybody want to want to throw out a d10,000 just to see what's on this sheet? Because there's some fucked up shit.
Connor.
Damn,
So
that's really
low.
Wow, why is it so fucking low?
I don't know.
Nice.
Uh,
Almost double nice.
that would make all the fires set by the caster invisible for 2d6 hours for Univaya. Oh, brick.
Okay.
Nice.
What I
69,
get.
65.
I feel like that has historical significance. Hold on.
Target's
1931.
attacks,
I remember it well.
target's attacks are accompanied by mocking, disembodied laughter. It doesn't say directed at who. So somebody either gets smacked and they hear like their high school bully beating them up, or you hear it when you're attacking them. I personally prefer you stab somebody and they remember getting a wedgie in middle school.
I feel like that should be the next thing that gets added to Katira's presentation thing.
Okay. So 1931, Skolo, you don't wear clothes, I don't think, but if you did, caster's clothes are 25% likely to be invisible to each viewer.
Oh
Nice.
no! You'll
Mommy,
see
the
me
Emperor's
naked.
not wearing any clothes.
At night.
73.95. The target's presence causes summoned creatures to be slowed.
Damn.
He radiates order and the Emperor's light.
Homie's a dampener.
Lastly, 75.19. Target's teeth turn to soap.
So,
Soap?
That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
No more
That's
cursing
Does he
for
have
you.
teeth? He's a frog. Does he
He's-
have teeth?
Look at the chaos
I-
thing, and you tell me that thing doesn't have teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that'd
got
be
fucking chompers.
I like
Like
to think
sharks.
it's the toad that has like the two like buck teeth fangs. That toad, the bullfrog.
So,
I'm pretty sure the thing that made me able to kill that was just being a big motherfucker.
yeah.
Which is what I
yeah.
labeled that damage as, by the way.
big motherfucker.
Yes.
So we'll come back to that next Monday. Pick up on
Woo!
you all getting to Jace. One, also figuring out what's
Where
gone
he
wrong.
is.
I would like to point out I have so many spell slots left.
Oh, we know, buddy.
I've used a 4th and a 7th. I think that's it.
After the actuator's turned off, I'll take away the thing where your spell was just canceled if it goes wild, because then you're mostly useless. It'll just wild and also cast. Because I had this wild magic actuator set up before you switched to being a wild magic sorcerer, so the idea was when it was shut off, that effect was going to go away anyway. So I'll just have that go away with you as well.
I fixed the global damage modifier.
I am ascendant. I like to think.
Here's
A
our
1,
damage
4, and 3 1s? What is this, Bryn Smite?
I like to think Bryn doesn't realize I'm immortal until he becomes a minor god, and I just visit from time to time. And I'm like,
Oh.
hello, I'm
When you-
alive still.
You are definitely going to become a minor god when you get to Pandemonium.
God damn it.
Yeah, that
He's
crystal
still-
orb you have is
he's-
definitely your artifact.
The Slod Lord of Pandemonium. What a title.
No.
Hi ho! Just like a legion of other slots going hi ho.
Bryn's gonna get holy fucking god bad juice.
Just spray him and he starts disintegrating.
Oh my god! No! You know how it is. Eventually, there's gonna be a bunch of slot there. Bryn, you're Rogel Dorn, and I'm the Black Templars.
Gruck the immortal
Nerd.
Slod.
I'll save ya!
Oh,
God,
Jesus.
this is fun. Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Thanks for the lore, guys.
You're welcome.
Everything we play in this setting just builds more lore.
By the way, Connor, your question the other day, yes, this is all canon.
Okay.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Libra.